Or there it is. Hello, hello, hello. Top of the morning, evening, afternoon, and good night. Welcome back to Outside of Society 173 or some shit. How's everybody doing?
All
Oh,
right.
great. Thank you.
Good, good. How's everybody doing?
Oh,
Good.
excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
Like good. Like I'm asking, how you doing?
Oh,
Doing?
yeah.
Not like yo, what's up? What's up, my nigga? Everybody cool?
Oh, I'm great. I got 77. I'm peachy.
Okay.
77
Oh
degrees.
wow,
Oh,
77 degrees in Belgium.
yes.
So
Seven,
what you're saying is
78.
Jesus is coming.
I got 50.
I think he's compassionate and he's giving me a little taste. See,
Maybe
this is what you're gonna get if you keep going.
what you're saying is Jesus is dipping his toes in the pool. He's about ready to
Yes.
jump in. I like it. All right. Well, that's good. That's good. Matthew, you're good. Ticker's good.
Yeah.
Every
Good.
batteries are charged up. Everything's good.
Looks good.
Spade, your wallpaper is better than ever. I see. Looks like
Yes.
you have a.
The same.
I really like the blue today. It's
Yeah,
more
Yeah.
blue than
the blue
usual.
suits you. It
Yeah.
looks great.
Yeah. And it's raining and 50 degrees here. It's so
Mm,
great.
it's
Nice.
nice. All
Well, you
right.
can always move.
That is
Yeah,
true.
always an
It's
option.
better here. Yeah. How is
That
it better in Belgium?
it's
Probably the
it's
solar flare.
Ah, that makes sense.
all right. So I have some fun stuff I want to talk about today. Thank you guys for all the donations inside of the chat. I do appreciate that greatly. Thank you, John, again. Thank you, Spade, for nothing. So I just want to jump right into it, right? I want to get into it. So, first off, what is this shit about Nickelback? What's the big deal?
It's a rock band that went Christian. That's all. That people are just knocking it because of that. That's the only reason.
No, they always gotten that, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
always
Even with
have.
the
Oh,
first.
that's
Like
it.
people used
That's
to
the
call
only
me the
reason.
Nickelback of vaping. What's bad about Nickelback? I know that the lead singer was an asshole to the group, right? Like I've heard Bree's laughing downstairs. I don't understand like what is bad about Nickelback? Why would it be the Nickelback of vaping? What is that? What do you get out of that?
Well, the hate that they always gave that band was that it was pop rock, popular rock, and that it was very formulaic. If you've heard one song of them, you basically heard them all.
And they were very religious
Still
based at
low.
some.
Well, I don't
But there
think
were
that's the
people that
reason.
liked Nickelback at the time, and all the
Yeah.
people hate them, right? I mean,
People,
Hmm?
that's the problem. They still like them. People who hate on them still listen to
oh,
them. They
absolutely,
just
I
don't want
agree,
to
They
admit
still
it.
100%.
buy
They don't want
them.
to admit it.
Absolutely.
You know how many best-selling albums those guys have? So you're telling me
Exactly.
everyone hates them but still buys them buys the albums? How does that work?
I just
Depends.
don't. I don't get it. If you're saying that, I don't really want to focus on Nickelback and vaping. I just don't get the hate for him. Like, look at this photograph, and it's a picture of the what? Who's the lead singer? What's his name?
Chad something?
Uh,
Chad Kruger or something? Chad Kruger. It's got to be Chad. Chad Kruger.
What makes you think it's Chad?
If I'm right, I think it's Chad.
Chad Kroger. Kroger, like a grocery store.
Kroger.
You were close, bro. You were close.
Close.
You were. Yeah, I just
I'm
don't.
a
I
big
don't get the
fan.
hate. Oh, you're a fan. You're a fan of the
oh,
Nickelbacks.
They have some good numbers. I will defend
yeah.
them.
What
Yeah.
What was their main song?
With arms wide open, wasn't it? Or was that a different
No.
band I'm thinking?
How You Remind Me is their biggest song, right?
Oh,
That's got to be
I,
the number one.
Most popular one.
Yeah, that's got to be the number one. I
how
don't
you
even know
remind
if
me. Yeah.
that's
I don't know.
There you go.
This,
big fan. T-shirt is in the washer, so otherwise I would be wearing it. But
oh,
Yeah.
you have a Nickelback T-shirt.
no, I do not.
Oh,
Unfortunately, I do not. I'm getting
so
one.
that's very progressive of you. Yeah, I just think it's funny that people just hate on the group. You know, they just. All right.
Is it
But that's
really
with
people
everything
hating?
in music.
Well, whether you're hating on somebody or whether you're liking on somebody, Matthew, you can attest to this through the comments of one of my recent videos. That the amount of hate that I get is look, and I really want to talk about this. We can easily sit here. Okay, I've bit my tongue for the past week wanting to say this Sunday. Anybody could sit here and be like, man, the reason why you get hate is because of this. All these people are jealous of you, or they really like you, or this. When you go to this certain thread where there is 5 to 6 people that genuinely dislike me to their fullest extent, I mean, one guy even goes on to say that he makes those comments to purposely try to provoke or anger me, which it works. When in reality, anybody that knows me knows that it doesn't work. But when you go through it, it's very easy for money to sit on the sideline and be like, you know what, just ignore those haters. Just ignore them. Now, if I didn't go through comments and I didn't read comments, sure. But until you put yourself in that block and you get notified of every one of those messages, you have no idea what you're talking about. I have people that literally have made it very clear that they fucking despise me and they hate me, yet they continue to watch me. I cannot for the life of me understand why after all these years of doing it.
Hate watch.
Okay, but you can call it what you want, and I get it. They're still watching it. I understand it, but it's not. It can't be hate.
I do not understand it at all.
It can't be hate. Because if I hate, unless we have different levels of what hate is, if I hate something, I am not going to associate with the thing that I hate.
It doesn't even have to be hate. Even go lower, severely dislike.
It's like
you're still not gonna watch that every single day. I have no interest in watching.
Maybe it's someone that is obsessed or loves that person and they don't want to admit it, so their argument is they hate them. Like they're fighting with their own subconscious that they actually really do like you, but they have to tell everybody that they hate you.
Well, they don't want to admit it to the people that surround them, because then.
But then they never say anything positive, which further validates you probably dislike that person. But I could never understand this. I mean, me and Bree were talking about this the other day. We can't understand how I only got like 7 good people out of all the hazers that are really close to me. How? How do you get more of those? It's the same argument of, I don't know. It's just fascinating to me.
The thing I ask myself is, do those people, those wannabe trolls, do they get that we get fun out of it?
I think they think we get angry.
Mm-hmm. No.
You get
like
content.
Angry.
You get content, and you can play with them. It's like.
But why would you want to do something where you get somebody angry? Like, what would be the purpose of that? I guess that's been
rile somebody up that way. And
but,
when you get somebody,
I get that. But why? What is the purpose of riling somebody up?
I think it's more basic that having an influence on somebody else.
I was thinking more along the lines of their amusement.
No.
They're amused by it. They like it because they're like, oh, it gives me something to do. That's why trolling is such a thing, right? Everyone does trolling not because they hate something, but because they're wasting their time to doing something that they're enjoying. They're enjoying arguing with people.
No, it's because you don't have anything else better to do. Because
no, we know that that's not it. We know that it's not that one. It can't be the one that they have nothing else to do, because there's millions of videos on the internet. Yeah, right. Yeah. So we have no. I don't think it could be that. I like the first one you said that they're doing it.
They like to do it because it's amusement for them. That's why they're doing it. Hey, why else would you do something that will get you riled up for something? Right? You're only doing things because you like them. You don't do things because you don't like them. You're not going to go on YouTube and write a comment to somebody just because.
Well, that goes into then using your argument makes no sense for the Nickelback. See how we circled back to that? It makes no sense.
Well, no, because see, with the Nickelback thing, it's people. The in thing to do is to hate on Nickelback because everyone's doing it, so they're jumping on the wagon.
But that's the thing. It's not everybody is doing it. There's people going to the concerts. There's people buying merchandise. Like not everyone is doing it.
Right, but the
same
vocal
thing
ones,
with
the people who are online
the
are
same
doing
thing
it.
with the Apple commercial. That's the same thing, right? People are still buying Apple, but one
Right.
person tripped and fell over
I
the
didn't like
fact
it.
that it's going on in a press and it's and it's and all of a sudden all of TikTok or whatever, everybody's hating on the Apple video. Why?
Yet you talk from your iPhone.
You're
Exactly.
sending, oh, I hate Apple because they should done on an iPhone. Yeah,
Right.
okay.
Ding. Whoop. I message. Whoop. 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 Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. At the same time, I don't think you need to cancel a company for that. But I just think it's fascinating, bro. It's like one of those things that it kind of falls in line with the hazers and just like losing out of touch. It's one thing you cannot understand, no matter how much you try. They would have to sit there and tell you this is why I do it. Like that one guy that said I do it to provoke you. Provoke me how? Bro, people called me gay and a fag because that's why my daughter killed herself. Like, you can't provoke me. Trust me. Now, if this was in real life, I don't think these people would provoke at all.
Oh no.
No.
I've never been. Okay, it's going to sound. You take this how you want to take this. The only people that I find that will actually provoke you are black people.
Get
Legit.
in your face.
Legit. Like, they will throw down. Like, black people will throw down and they don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. It's not gonna be that white dude that has the guy from it was Space Punk with Peggy Bundy with the what is that? What's this cartoon? Help me out. Alien. There's a robot. Peggy Bundy's in. What is it?
No, the basketball with the guy with the helmet and Bugs Bunny and everything,
No,
right?
no, not but no. What?
Futurama.
Ew, gross. What?
That's what
Futurama. Oh God, thank you. If you got a picture of Futurama as your avatar, you're not a black dude, number one. Number two, you're not going to be a tough guy, right? I'm not going to put Futurama or, Al from Married with Children as my avatar. I'm going to do me throwing up gang signs or doing some hood rat shit, right? So I'm not worried about you, but you know damn well that these people, again, if anything, that's giving black people props. They're the only ones that I know that are going to walk up to you and talk shit. That's it. In America, Spade, you can agree. You're from New York. Black people don't give a shit. They will walk up to you and throw down. White people, no, nope. They're gonna talk shit behind your back.
A happy, well balanced
he's
person
frozen.
that has stuff to do in his life and has a social life is not gonna be trolling the internet and looking for something to be negative on.
That's why I actually assume, Jay and Matthew, that they're in their daily life or in the real world, they're completely invisible and they want to be noticed. And they try to do that on the internet. That's the only explanation I can come up with. That you
And
truly...
that to further validate what you're saying, Jordan, even go a step further than that, is if they really wanted to validate, they could create content. Most content creators are not going to go talk shit on people's channels because they already have that platform, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that validates what you're saying is you are nobody. Like, you quite literally are nobody until you turn on your camera and say what you feel and say what you just. Then you have a platform. Until then, you're just some fucking dude. You're a heckler in the audience.
And but it's always easier to create someone else's creation than actually go out and create yourself.
Yes,
it's
very easy to judge someone's creation.
Yes.
And absolutely, 100% agree. We can easily sit here and pick apart a video when in reality, none of us are actually making it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
Yeah.
I can see where the cliche comes in, like the basement troll still living with an overbearing mother and having no say whatsoever in their own life. Or the one where the wife is home and she's wearing the pants, the shoes, and the tuxedo. I mean, I kind of can see why that is. That cliche. Because it probably is something along those lines. Invisible, has nothing to say at work, has nothing to say at home.
Yeah, go beyond that. Not only are they invisible at work, they're the stapler guy from The Office.
Yeah.
Or Office Space. Right? They're the stapler guy. You're there, you're fucking psycho. You'll burn the building down. Right? Like, you'll burn that bitch down just because he stole your stapler. That's the kind of person you are. You're not vocal enough. And I don't think the world needs more of those. I think the world today needs more of stand the fuck up, say what you want to say. Honestly, I'm going to get shit for this. We need more BLM riots. You have people that are standing up and you're doing something about it. I don't agree with the riot, right? Like that's not the argument. The argument is you weren't sitting from your fucking house and doing it. You got up and you did something. It's like someone complaining because they're fat, but they keep eating fucking Twinkies. Get up and do something.
Yeah, less complaining, more doing.
Put up or what is it? Shut up or...
Put up or shut up.
Put up or shut up. Yeah, put up or shut up. Yeah, there you go. That's it. And your comment it's irrelevant.
But I fear it's a trend now. It's becoming more and more of a trend. It's ingrained in society. People love to do negative shit. They go looking for something
but
to
how come we don't do that?
And
you know, I know why we don't do that. Because we have a platform. We actually say it.
I'm just not that miserable.
Yeah, but you could be fucking.
Yeah, even then, I don't stoop that low and go out and create and.
You don't go look for videos that you know that, like for instance, the AliExpress video that I did. Right, I would not click on that unless I had a negative situation or I'd like the creator. I want to hear his opinion on his. Now, whether or not our opinions are different or we've had different experiences, that does not invalidate my situation at all. If anything, this is a different side of it. You may have had a different side. And you might use that argument like, now I'm going back and forth with these. Oh, God.
Even on that video, there's people in there defending.
They couldn't have watched the video.
That's what I said.
You couldn't have watched the video.
It's a 6-minute video. It's not
like the first comment I saw was a guy. You need to do your research. He has 15 orders. What more research does he need to do?
Well, now I can see if I did one. I can see if I did one, and I wasn't expecting that. Right? Like sure, but nah, bro. I think I even scrolled down. There was 11 orders. Yes. Like, don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. The problem I had, and it was key. I just want to make sure that my message was clear. If not, I'll redo the video. Can anybody get what my problem is?
Yes.
What is my problem?
You can't cancel your order because it's shipped.
Not my problem. Go ahead, Jordan. What's my problem?
It was said to be shipped from USA. We're wasn't. Done. It took way longer.
We're done. We're done. That's it. Yep. That's the argument. That is the argument. You said United States. That's not United States. You also said FedEx. That's not a FedEx number. That's USPS. 2 lies back to back. Of course, there's multiple other problems, but those are the big things. I would have never fucking ordered it if it didn't say it would arrive in 2-3 days.
And I think most people accept it because it's so cheap.
You also state on the side that you can cancel an order.
Which you can't. And someone said, oh, yeah, get your money back. No, you can't. Go back to my video and you only get $1 discount if it's not delivered. You don't get... What the fuck are you talking about?
See, but that's also another thing people do. They don't watch the video or the entirety of a video, and then they start commenting on stuff like on the one video. Oh, where is it gonna be? Is it gonna be available? No, it's never gonna be a thing for anybody else because. And then you go, have you watched the video?
It's a 4-minute video, bro.
Literally, yeah. 3 minutes in or something. You go like,
you know what my problem is?
It's gonna be publicly available.
I know what the issue is. I'm going to kind of stick up for people. I'm going to kind of stick up. You know what it is? They're so used to shorts. They want me to kill it all in 60 seconds. I just want to put this out there. Anybody that could do a full review in 60 seconds, you're the shit. I don't care who you are. If you could do a full review with edits in 60 seconds, you win the internet. That shit is so difficult. I've been doing this for fucking 9 years. Okay, 10 years. 2013. 9 years. 11 years. I've been doing this for 11 years, and I still cannot do anything in 60 seconds. That is fast, bro. I could fuck in 60 seconds, but I can't do a review. Ain't gonna happen. Sorry.
You can't put that on YouTube. So
Yeah, well,
But
yeah, I'd get
problem
reviews,
is-
and people would watch the whole thing.
The problem is the titles. Everyone needs to understand that people are commenting not because they watched the video, but because of the title. Same thing as when you put a clickbait title on an article or whatever. People are like, "Oh my god, that must be true," without even reading the article. You read the article,
But
and it's
shouldn't-
the complete opposite.
shouldn't it
Okay.
then be more like Amazon, where it says verified purchase when you comment? Then you either have to watch the entire video so
Oh,
you
God,
can
I
be
love that
able
so
to
much.
comment.
I love that so much. Like, where it filters the comments. Like, if I
Yeah.
don't, again, I know we talked about this, and I don't want to go too far away from this AliExpress thing because that's a whole subject I want to go down. But Vaping Biker, a vape reviewer, put it out there. He did a whole article on this, and it was picked up by the news that if YouTube is smart about it, make it where you can't comment unless you watch 80% of the video. That is gold, bro. That is not even hard to code.
Why 80% go full 100?
Nah, because you don't.
Can't force that.
Usually 50%, you know what to comment on.
Yeah, even
Right.
80, I think, is a lot. But
Yeah, it's a soft number. 65, maybe 70,
sure,
75,
that's fine.
right?
But then
should
you're
even
still
go
gonna have
50.
people that
But you
watch 80% of a video and
not
they're
and yep,
gonna
and they comment the wrong
on last
shit.
20%
Yes,
that it's free.
yes, 100. But even then, you can't say
Like
I didn't
voting.
watch it. We can verify you actually watched it. Now you're just fucking dumb enough where you didn't understand anything that was said, right? So now when you comment, you look even dumber. So you can't say, "Did you were you listening?"
You
Okay,
stupid.
right. But why is that though? Why is it that people now? Let's be clear here. Has anybody here on the panel ever ordered from a Chinese website? Be honest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
And have
Aztec.
all of you been no, not vape related, non-vape related.
I've done AliExpress. Yes.
Oh, okay. Maddie,
Yes.
Jordan, no
That was
electronics,
vape
no
related.
computer parts, no nothing.
No. A fast tech and that was vape
No.
related.
Yeah, no vape related. Just
Nope.
whatever, clothes,
Nope.
tech stuff, nothing. Wow.
Nothing.
Why?
Oh, usually, this is gonna sound bad. I'm already convinced that most of the stuff that's on those websites are complete trash, so I don't need it.
Knockoffs. Usually knockoffs.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So that
I'll
was
go
one of
for
the
the real
arguments. There's a guy that I've been going back and forth with, and he made a very valid argument. This just goes to show you how balanced that could be. I don't want to read into it, but I'm just going to kind of give you the gist of it. He said, well, because I was comparing Amazon to it in one of the comments. And this guy that's been commenting on multiple comments says, well, the thing is that the reason why Amazon is better is because people on Amazon will buy 100 to 200 things from Alibaba, right? Not Alibaba, AliExpress, and then sell them on Amazon for the profit. So then Bezos gets richer. And I'm saying to myself, I can't argue with that, right? Like that.
Yeah, because it's true.
It's pretty accurate. However, what a lot of people don't understand, and us that vape do, or that buy things from China do understand, is that Chinese companies, there's millions of them, they'll copy one another. Okay, so you might not be getting an authentic version, right?
Yeah, it's a clone, for lack of a better term.
I
That's
have
what it
you
is.
right here. Watch this. See, I'm all over this shit. Let me show you something. Real quick. You have to look, analyze, 1, 2, 3. Tell me the differences. Go. Hold on.
I got nothing.
Nothing, right?
Okay.
Watch
No,
this.
No.
The quality of the cable.
$18.99, $3.99.
Okay.
It's the same thing.
Bassius, right? Okay. So you say, well, what's the difference? Even when you look at the cables, they're similar. Like everything about it is similar. 100 watts, 25 watts. That's the difference.
Huh.
But they're exactly the same. Two different
Cheaper
people.
cable.
One's a copy of the other. The best part of it is neither of them are authentic. So now, watch this.
Even the Bassius is not authentic?
Authentic. Watch this. Authentic from Bassius. Look at the sides. See how it's rubberized? Watch this.
Yes, I was going to say it looks more matte.
Wait. Look at that. Look at the color of the black. Let's pull
and
up
then
this guy.
the red on the inside of
Look
the
up
USB.
the color of the black on that one. It's shiny. Shiny black.
Yeah.
It's not rubberized on the side. So, yeah, you're going to get ones that are pretty fucking close. But they're clone materials. It's just the finish is different. So, any site that sells a copy of anything, it's hard for me to validate any purchase from you because I have no idea who's making it.
And that's why I don't get from AliExpress anymore.
That's what I've
And
stayed
plus,
away
it's also
from.
like a month delivery.
But
Who's
when
got
buying
that?
from a Chinese site, that's what I've always tried to stay away from.
But you don't know. You don't, because if they're not going to verify each one of the manufacturers, right? If they're not going to say this is Bassius, you can click the thing, they'll get a little check mark. That don't mean shit. Because the check mark one are the people that sent me that. And then when I ordered it directly from Bassius, which I know is going to come from Bassius and from China, why does that ship faster than it does over at AliExpress? They're both coming from the same place. Why does one ship better?
Cheaper shipping.
The
Maybe.
Ali one, they're still making it.
Yeah,
Still
like you
making it
can
when you
find,
buy it.
and then it's when you. I mean, that's just one example. If you do the Bassius, right? The Bassius used to make a multiple port jam where it had a Lightning, a USB-C, and
I have those.
a micro, right? Bassius hasn't made those in 4 years, but you can find those brand new on AliExpress from Bassius.
Sure.
It ain't from Bassius.
No, but that's what you when you know you're buying obvious knockoff. If you buy a tablet, an iPhone or whatever off of Ali or whatever, you know that's gonna be a knockoff, right?
But you don't, though. That's the thing. How do you know? Because there is, like, Bassius is on that website. But then AliExpress doesn't go around and do their due diligence and say, you guys can't be on here because you're selling clones. Because it's a common practice in China. Look, they clone Bentleys. They clone Bugattis, bro. Rolls Royces.
Range Rover.
I mean, you really think that they're not going to clone your USB?
That's the least.
Yeah, see, that's not Bassius.
This is the triple one. No, that's not Bassius, but
yeah, but
it's a triple. It's the triple one.
yeah, but that's not Bassius. That's not the point.
No.
The point I'm trying to
It's
make is
the-
Bassius.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're just showing me a triple charger, which is garbage.
It is. It is. It's so
I know it's
slow.
garbage.
Forget
I
about it.
tested it. It's garbage. It's junk. It does like 3 watts per channel. It's poopy. It's not good. You probably got that from AliExpress.
No, actually,
So, but that-
I got this.
how
I got
does
this from
that
Amazon.
actually work?
Which
Amazon.
came from AliExpress. Sorry, go ahead, Jordan. What?
Technically.
Do they work the same as Amazon? Like they have a giant warehouse, everyone sends it in, and they ship it out. It goes probably
Okay.
directly to the manufacturer, right? And then they send
Drop
it out.
ship.
So
Probably drop ship it.
Amazon has multiple ways to do it. Me and you could go on there as sellers and sell from our house, and we could even elect to do Prime. The Prime does not have to go to an Amazon thing. It's just you have to ship that within 24 hours. Have it picked up from your house. Usually the case, though, with how big Amazon is getting, you send in your products, and then they take a cut of it. They're handling all the logistics of it. The only thing you do is just give them the product. You have to sell a lot to make money. So this company, though, AliExpress, what they typically do is they're just a drop shipper. They're the guy in the middle, taking your money and then telling the company,
Buying
"Hey, you sold this. Ship this out." And see, my next problem with that video is you said it was shipped when in reality it was never shipped. But they do that so AliExpress can't hit them back. It's not really AliExpress's fault at that point. But if they did more due diligence, they would not. Like when you do PayPal and you put a tracking number in that's not shipped yet, it's not going to take it.
No.
Dude, this is not logged. This is not a. You just type some shit.
Oh, really? PayPal does that? They check on it? I didn't know.
Yeah. As soon as you put it in, this is not a valid tracking number. So, Yeah, but them, they could just type in some random shit. The label has not even been created yet. So you just putting in numbers? Yeah, it's AliExpress.
Yeah,
Welcome to China.
or they send you a mail. Oh, has been shipped, and then it's just a label that's being created, and it's still sitting on the shelf somewhere.
Yeah, they didn't even create a label, bro. It just says this number's not in our system. I mean, it's in the video. Like, you didn't even create a label. You just gave a number.
That's nuts.
AliExpress. But that's how people are now, right? They want to buy the cheapest. And you could use the argument and say, I did that. Well, I did those USBs because I have real bad Basiuses. I wanted to show people, this is AliExpress being a scam. Well, it's not a scam because you actually get the product, but
it's what they say that it does that it doesn't do.
Correct.
That would be the
You're
scam.
mislabeling, and that's what's big in America. If you sell something and it does that, it better fucking do it. It better do it. You have regulating, governing bodies, or bodies of governing qualities that go around and check these things. Quality control.
Isn't that what that UCC number is on electronics or something like that? Saying that
it's FCC. I don't know what UCC is.
Or no, there's another number next to underneath. Usually it's the FCC one, and then there's another number, or is that like a patent thing?
It's the European one, probably.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, not a whole lot on this. Just as Basius. It's probably on the box. I have a brand new box downstairs. Yeah, I mean, you're literally. It's okay. I'll do a video showing that, and then I'll show the order that can verify that that's what that is, and then I'll show the Basius order on the video, just to really kill all the birds that are just flying around with slingshots. No pun intended. Whatever. But that's how people are. We all want to get the most bang for a buck, and I am in that bracket, bro. I could not beat the deal. The shredder I was looking at was $399. I found that bitch for $239. I said, there ain't no way this is legit. And I was going to do a review on it. Yeah, that's a big jump. Yeah, we're not talking about $10, $20 here. We're talking about
that's a third of the price.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. I want to see what I'm getting if this is really it. And I'm going to get the real one from Amazon. So I just want to see if this is it. If it is, I got 2 shredders. I just about ready to shred the shit out of everything. T-shirts, credit cards.
Imagine it's a really good clone of it. Like it's a copy that's
probably.
Really good.
I don't think it's too far-fetched to say that it is, but making clones of something that is not a big seller doesn't make much sense to me.
Nope.
Or maybe it's what's that other thing? White labeling, right? Isn't it white labeling when you go to the company and they change the
can't
the
white
logos?
label a Ferrari, bro. You can't white label, Yeah, that's more for like songs and shit. He used to do that.
No, you can white label things.
Yeah, but I don't know about electronics. Wait, white label electronics? Give me one.
Well, aren't most TVs like that? Like think like the cheaper brands, right? Like for argument's sakes, let's say what's the brand that Best Buy has? Their house brand. Isn't it like
TVs?
Isn't it like a renamed Toshiba or something?
Sure. See, but the problem we have with that is if you white label something, it's still the original product.
Yeah.
It's still the same quality. You're selling it under another name, but it's still if you white label coffee beans, it's still the same coffee beans as the more expensive one. That's the problem.
That's different food. They do that. Walmart does that with Land O'Lakes. Yeah. Walmart sour cream does that with Breakstone. Yeah, that's different. Those are consumables. I understand that. But electronics, it would be hard for me if you took that, I guess, Insignia. I have no idea anything about that. But if you took that TV and you took the Toshiba that it's supposed to be a clone of, are they exact clones? And then if the argument is that they are the exact clones,
I'm sure there's like small changes.
Your connection sucks, Spade.
I don't know what happened today. My internet went out.
Stop telling your cat to chew the Ethernet cable.
Or stop stealing the Wi-Fi from your neighbor.
Fill it with TVs. They had it was the same TV, but instead of it saying Philips, it was a blue globe.
Mhm.
So that came from the same factory and everything. That this was years back.
No, I get that, but I'm saying is the electronics on the inside, is the technology on the inside, is the software exactly the same? And then the price was probably exactly the same then.
No, they were cheaper because they were not sold under the Philips brand, but they came from the same factory. They had the same specs. Maybe a different.
I don't think they do that
menu.
anymore. I don't think they do that anymore. I can't see any company why they would do that. Why would we give you white label and sell you the same shit? They're going to sell you with cheaper or lesser parts. I mean, it's like Sony versus LG. The screens are essentially identical. I mean, they're identical. One's just Sony, one's LG. Both of the screens are made by Samsung, I think. I think Sony might make their screens now. I'm not. Or LG. LG makes the screens for LG and for Sony, not Samsung. Yeah, because Samsung didn't have OLED. They had their QLED bullshit. Fake
It's a
ass
marketing thing.
No, it's not. It's a technology thing, and you just don't have it. That's what it is.
No, I meant
Let's be real.
No, I meant why Samsung doesn't say OLED. They say QLED because it's basically the same thing, isn't it? The QLED with the OLED.
No, they're very different. No.
Oh, okay.
Nope. It's not a true OLED. It's like it's an LED that does something different than a regular LED. So you have QLED. Okay. Yeah, no. There's many videos on that. Samsung again making their fucking fake claims. Oh, 19 days of battery life watching YouTube. Yeah, okay. Moving forward. So made by AliExpress. Anyway.
Shipped by AliExpress.
Yeah.
But and if you go on those websites, what do you expect really?
That's my fault. I expected it to ship with what it said. I that was my bad for being a fool and believing what I read.
Oh no, I wasn't going about that. I'm just talking about the quality. You can't expect it to be exactly the same. Let's say the cable, the original one, is $50 and it's on there for $10. There's no way you believe that's the same cable. With the shipping thing, they just straight up lied. But if you're that gullible that you're buying the exact same product, it's not a knockoff. You think you're getting the original one?
Okay, let me start off. I want to start off. Since I am the person that's responsible, I'm going to start this one off and start it off with "fuck you, Jordan," because at the first thing that happened that went through my mind when I said, "Oh shit, this is the real price. This is how much they really are." So that's
right. The wholesale
so
price.
I am that guy. Hold on, for one moment. For one moment. And then I was like, that's probably not right at $9. No way. Oh, well, let me get it. I already ordered it now.
But that's where they get you. If something is like $100 and you go on one of those sites and it's $20, you're going to be like, yeah, no. But if that same thing costs $75 or $50, you're going then you start to wonder, is this the price without the name tag on it?
But then how do you know if anything is real then when you buy it?
Right.
I mean, if that's the argument on this website, so you go into it buying something not knowing you're taking a 50-50 shot. Shit, not even. You're taking a 30% shot of that actually being real when you buy it from there. That's kind of shitty, bro. You're a gambling man. I mean,
right.
How do you know anything is real unless you buy it from the specific or authorized distributor list? You don't know. And that just says that people are willing to accept the clone.
That's not even
better.
But it's not even only those companies anymore. Like I ordered something on Wednesday, and it was supposed to be here the latest yesterday. There's still no label. I've got the thing. It's still stuck on preparing. And that's not one of those Chinese sites. I mean, that's supposed to be a European warehouse.
Right, but you're just used to Amazon shipping it the next day.
They spoiled us.
Yeah, exactly. You were
We don't
spoiled.
have that.
Amazon has ruined everything for everyone because
We
it
don't
used
have that.
to be, huh?
I'm saying
We
if
don't
you-
have that. There's
Oh,
never
well,
been an
They
Amazon
don't have
package
the
that
2-day
gets
Prime.
delivered.
They don't have.
No.
But my point is like before, 10 years ago, you used to be able to buy something on Monday and Tuesday of next week, you're probably going to get it.
Maybe a
Now,
month. You're right.
or maybe a month, depending on where it's coming from, right? But now with Amazon, it's like I ordered it on Monday. It's now Tuesday afternoon. Why isn't it still not here, even though it's going to be here the next day on Wednesday?
Well, but
So
then don't
it's-
state on your site when I bought it, it stated ultimately there Saturday, 3 days max.
I agree. And it's fully automated, Spade, so there's no reason why they couldn't send out a second mail, hey, it's delayed. Why am I now checking on the package? That's your job. I paid you to do that. It's a fully automated system. Send another email. It's delayed. Okay, fine. That's it. Inform me. That's all you need to do as a company. Just inform me. Something went wrong. Okay.
It's a waste of their time to do that. If you have a problem, you can just email them, and then they'll have customer service reply back to you. Why should they go out of the way?
All the people
the
that I
worst part
reach
is-
out to at AliExpress all have white people names: Samantha, Melissa,
Oh, yeah.
Joseph.
God.
You know damn fucking well your name ain't Samantha. Samantha ain't no Chinese name. You can't even spell your name. Samatha. Samantha. It's like some shit you got in the back of your throat. You know your name ain't Samantha. Get the fuck out of here. Go ahead, man.
So the worst part of it, what gets me is I pay €5 extra to expedite the delivery.
But you can fight that, can't? I know here you can fight that and say that you
Over
paid for
there,
extra.
over here, that's fun.
Your €5 is now gone.
Good luck. Got
Yeah.
it.
So those €5 for having it within 2 or 3 days, those are gone. Bye bye, and good luck trying to get those back. No way.
Well, over here you can argue with the shipping company and say, "Hey, we spent X amount of dollars to have it overnighted or expressed,
Sure,
and we didn't get that. So
Sure.
maybe you could do the same thing over there." No, okay,
I've done it. I've tried. It's just
Good luck.
nope.
waste of time.
Nope.
That's why I say, look, I honestly, people are not going to like this. Try to find the best deal from an authorized distributor. Google.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. Well, I guess you could use this in both arguments, but there's a reason why when you look up Google Shopping, they don't pull up Chinese websites because they know Americans are impatient and they're going to. Well, that might not be the reason because they don't have any way to make any money off of it. But again, China expects us to wait 7 to 45 days for a product because their argument is that it's cheap and
Yeah, you
whatever.
and most of the time you can easily double that or triple that time. They ship it by donkey.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's during their New Year.
Unless,
good luck.
Yeah, then- oh, no.
unless they're so backed up with orders because of COVID-19. They're still
I don't
trying
think
to
they
catch
use that
up.
excuse anymore. They still use
Still?
that excuse? I don't think so.
I was filing a dispute with my American Express. The first argument they asked, is this related to a COVID-19 purchase?
Jesus Christ.
That was in 2020,
Yes.
bro. Yeah, I'm
That was
filing
4
a
years
dispute
ago.
for a purchase 4 years ago. Yes. Yes.
Well,
Wow.
I think
bro.
by now we're on COVID 25 or something. So
Maybe that's how the COVID got to the States, is all the people ordering from AliExpress.
that was a
That's it.
but you're laughing with it, but that was a genuine concern with people.
But that's impossible because it takes a month to get delivered. It's dead by then. It could only survive.
Hold
for
on,
2
hold on.
days.
Let's dissect that. Let's dissect that, right? You put it in a sealed package where oxygen is not in there, right? How long could it live on a surface? What was it?
Yeah.
5 days or something? Or
No,
No, not
48
even. I
to
don't even-
72 hours.
Yeah.
oh, really?
Yeah, 2-3 days.
And it takes a month to even get a label on it.
Nah,
so
you're not going to get that. That's okay. Okay.
It'll be dead before it gets there.
There were
it'll be
people
dead before it even
asking.
makes it to their post office.
There were people asking that question a lot here on internet and whatever. Can I still order from China? Because if I open up the box and no, I've got COVID. Yeah, nope.
I mean, it's like that ship, right? The ship where they said was a major, I don't know, what do they call that? Super spreader? It was a super spreader thing, and they were finding out the banisters of the ship, and they wouldn't let the people get off the ship because everybody had COVID. And
That's normally quarantine. Nobody goes on, nobody comes off.
on a ship? Oh,
Yep.
shit.
They even they even isolate the vessels and they get a yellow flag. That means quarantine. That's no good.
Well,
Wow.
it's their fault for going on a cruise.
Yeah, right.
At the same time, you could use the argument and say that China is a capitalist country, although when you pull it up, oddly enough, it doesn't. Some sites will label it as economical structure as capitalism. Other people say it's socialism. It is extremely capitalist
Mhm.
because the companies that are making the money are dictating when something ships or does.
Yeah, they're protected as well. You try suing them for something. China's government is gonna be okay. Good luck.
The
No,
greatest,
you're
the
not.
greatest point of that is that they clone cars. Rolls Royce, man. Mercedes. They clone them.
It's because the copyright laws over there are non-existent. That's what it is.
And those brands, they tried to sue
Yeah, they
China.
did.
And they failed.
They
Who
did.
was it?
They
BMW
lost.
failed, right?
And Porsche, and Porsche
Yeah.
failed. Yeah, they all tried. You're just not. You're not going to win. You just let them do what they're doing. It's just crazy that they're even eating their own kind. Like they're cloning the products that are coming.
Out of
their own country.
yeah. So you got a company cloning something, and next door there's a company cloning the clones. With even shit, well, probably to undercut the first company, the materials they're using is sorry.
But who's at fault for that? China? Who's at fault for that? China or the consumer?
The
Consumer.
It's the consumer. Because they're saying I want to spend less money and I'll buy 1,000 of them. No one takes pride in where shit's made anymore. Nobody.
Nope.
Yep.
I don't even
I
think you
don't
can
agree
make a
with that.
shredder in the United States anymore, like a paper shredder. I don't think we have the plants to do it.
I don't think I agree with that statement that you're saying that it's the consumer's fault. I think it's the company's fault because if the company is sitting there saying we can undercut this other company and sell it for so much cheaper, more people will buy it from us. I think it's the company's fault. They're just marketing it in a way.
In a perfect world, AliExpress wouldn't even exist.
No.
If people didn't want things for cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, that website wouldn't even exist.
Exactly, and that's why the business comes up and says, "Ooh, we can make it cheaper for you." So we're going
it's
to
demand. So it's demand. That's consumer.
Yeah, but of course there is a point.
From the consumer.
Why did people initially go to the cheaper version? Because there were, I'm not saying everything, but there were certain companies that were adding on a lot of money just for the name, for the brand.
That's true.
So, and then I can see if you want a Lacoste t-shirt or polo, and the same polo without the crocodile on
Get
it,
the fuck
it's
out of
half or less.
Bro,
I have a better question.
Just hold on. Let me comment on the clothes thing. So you could get the same shit from Temu or Temu, right? From the same things you could get on AliExpress, you get on Temu. And they do the same thing. They do drop ship, and they're closer to Amazon than what they are. And they ship fast, but the qualities are vastly different. So if your argument of the shirt, all these girls on the Twitches, on the OFs, they be wearing that cheap lingerie, that cheap Sheen shit that's like $2. You wear it's a disposable, okay? It's a disposable top. You wear it once, you throw it in a trash can, or you sweat and it disappears. It's not good quality. So I do not agree with the clothes having one logo versus another. You're gonna tell the differences.
Oh, but I'm not.
And a lot of those places that sell clothes, hold on. A lot of those places that sell clothes They don't even use cotton. They use polyester.
Yeah, but I'm not saying even way back when this was a thing. The polo, the Lacoste thing, and then not a clone, just from another company. They made the same quality of polo. It didn't have the crocodile on it, so it wasn't a clone per se. It was the same model. It was the same. Is it a clone? Is it not a clone? They didn't put the crocodile on there, so it's not
A
actually a
clone is
clone.
a one-to-one copy. That's what a clone
Yeah,
That's
is.
not a
no,
clone then.
it wasn't a
It's not a
clone.
clone.
But they were the same quality, the same fit, the same whatever. But just because that little crocodile was on there, they were twice as expensive. And then you get people going, yeah, maybe I'm better off buying why buy the expensive one when this is the same quality and I can get it at half the
So
price or
using
less.
your argument, showing those two chargers that are essentially identical, the only difference is the materials of it. Using your argument, that's okay. It's not a clone of it.
So, but no, because those are not the same material and they don't deliver the same.
They're the same
spec.
material, but they don't do the same power. Correct. So it's a copy
if
of it.
you
It's not a clone.
let's
That's
say
your argument.
you get another company and they have square boxes with the cables in it, and the quality is the same thing, but they're not name brand and they just cost half of it of what
Okay.
the real
So
one.
what do you consider those? What I just showed you? Copies or clones?
Those are clones because
But
they
they're
want to
not
look
clones
like.
because the material,
It's
the
different.
finishing on it is the material's the same. The finishing is different.
So
And the
then
speeds are not the same. So
But
they're
they're
not
made.
clones, they're copies.
No,
It's
but they're
copies.
made to fool people and thinking that they're the original ones.
Yeah, okay, that's a fair argument. That it's making you believe that it's the company. Unless you had the real one, you would not know that it is a copy or a clone. Yeah, I don't think a copy is a one-to-one. I think you're just copying certain things. A clone is you're doing everything they're doing, and you're just
And they're name
expecting
branded
that
the
price.
same, right?
Yeah, they both say Basius. You're right. Yeah, okay. So you're trying to be deceptive to get people to think that that's
Yeah.
What were you going to say, John? You had something you wanted to say, or did you forget?
I forget.
Okay.
And I think it was mentioned by you.
Yeah, people demand it. People demand cheaper prices. I mean, even if you go shopping, right? You go I'm sure none of you go grocery shopping here, but if you go grocery shopping, what do? You look for the cheapest price.
Yep.
You go look for clothes. You go look for a game. You might go into let's just say you're a gamer. You might go into a GameStop if they still have them, or electronics boutique, which I don't think they have, and say, oh, yeah, I'm looking for this game. We don't have it, but we have these other ones that bet you suffice. And you look at the for sale rack of what's $19.99.
Like, what should I get?
Yeah, like I'm here already. I might as well pick one of these up. So I go home and play something.
I mean, that's back then. I don't think people do that today anymore.
Oh, I don't know. Can you go buy games?
You can,
Yeah.
you can, but physical copies are not as popular as it used to be. Now you just download the game. That's why they're selling more hard drives than they are anything else.
Well, at least the price reflects it's a download, and it's not the same. Well,
no, that's not true. You could download.
Yeah. No, I said
I
I take that back. I already said I take that back, dickhead. You don't have to argue something. I removed it.
I was gonna say, I was like, yeah, how are you still? That's what annoys me. It's like you said that the game cost $70, right? But back then, for $70, you used to get a physical copy of it. Now it's $70 and it's just a download.
Yeah.
So
now, if everyone that's always complaining about it on the internet just stops buying it, you solve your own problem. But complaining and still buying it doesn't solve anything.
That's right. You're doing nothing about it. So stop complaining.
And it's easy because you don't have to go outside and you get it instantly. It's not in the mail. You don't have to go to the Game Mania shop and you.
Okay,
it's
but
not
I
like,
will
oh,
say
it's not
this.
available anymore.
There are certain games that are too cheap. Like, for instance, a lot of people complain about the price of Last of Us. They said, oh, it's $70. It's a digital version. That game is worth at least $120.
Oh, yeah.
So, Yeah, but everybody complained it was too expensive. What did you want it to be? Well, I don't have a physical copy. You own the download. That's what it is. Welcome to the new technology. You can either accept it or you can.
But the people who are complaining about not having a physical copy are usually the ones that play the game and then turn around and sell it to somebody else who hasn't played the game, who doesn't want to pay full price for the game, and he buys a used copy from that person.
So what's wrong
No,
with
wait
that?
for the sale.
There's no. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying that the people who complain about physical copies are usually the ones who are, one, either a super collector that they're going to have a wall full of the games, or two, is that they're just playing the game, bored of it, sell it to gain some of their money back to buy another game.
But there's another thing that comes into play. My gripe, like you buy a movie online, right? It's probably gonna be through one of the streaming services or whatever. It's not like I have a copy of that because I always have to be logged in to that stuff. And it's not like I have, if you rip a movie, you have a file on your computer and you can put that file anywhere you want on a disk, you don't need internet, you don't need anything. So I bought that movie, but still, it's not kind of, still not, I can still not do with it whatever I want.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and one up that. If you bought the movie from Apple, you can download it and you could watch it anytime connected to the internet or not from your computer. So I would tell you to buy the movie from Apple, not from Netflix, or well, you can't buy movies from Netflix.
No.
I don't know about YouTube whether you could download them, but on Apple you
can.
Yeah.
Nope. YouTube, nope.
Netflix allows you to do a
Netflix. You're not buying a movie though,
right? But you can download a copy onto your phone for watching it when you're not on
offline use,
server.
right?
Offline.
I'm just saying you get the full file with Apple, like the full 2 terabyte or 2 gigabyte, and you could fucking watch that all day long.
Can you take that file, put it on a USB stick, and put it on another computer?
Yes.
Yes.
Can you?
Yes, all day. And then as soon as it opens, as long as I'm logged into that computer with my iCloud, I can watch it because that license is tied to my email. Yes.
So you still need an internet connection, is what you're saying?
No. If you're
it'll work.
If I'm logged into the MacBook and I put the USB in there and I pull it over to there, it's on the USB stick. On that computer over there, I logged in at one time on that computer with that iCloud connected or not. Double click that. It will verify that email, that file, and it's instant. Opens up in place. Absolutely you can.
But then you have to stay within the Apple environment.
Which most people, if you go Apple, you don't go to Crackle. Yeah. That's what you kind of stick with. I'm not gonna go to a Windows PC.
Right. Well, it's like the issue that Matthew was saying is like what Sony people had with their PlayStation when they had the PlayStation Store and they used to buy movies off of the PlayStation Store, and then when the PlayStation Store went under and they shut it down, now you weren't able to watch your movies anymore. So they had to be sent not a physical, but somewhere for them to download so they could watch it somewhere else. Because imagine you spending $1,000 on movies and you can't watch them because that store isn't.
Have you ever sat in my theater room, Spade?
Yeah.
I don't think you have. You watched movie. You've seen me pull my
No, I haven't seen that. No.
Oh.
Does it what you're saying?
Owns a couple of movies.
And it's on like 9 platforms. Don't talk to me about that. If YouTube said we're pulling all our system, I'd be like, okay.
Right, but I'm just saying for the people that spent it on a certain platform and that platform goes belly under and there's
right. That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. If
YouTube said,
I have 1,200 movies I purchased from YouTube. 1,200. If they said tomorrow you're going to lose it, okay. Okay. What am I going to do? Argue with them?
But that's what the people are doing. They're arguing.
Bitches. You ain't watching that movie. When's the last time you watched that movie? 1996. Gives a shit.
But it's like arguing with the people that have the physical copy. I haven't watched this movie since 1942.
That's different. Because you have a physical copy. It'd be one thing if they're knocking down your door, search warrant to go take up back the DVDs. They're saying, look, we don't have the server anymore. This is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. You have 24 hours to download all 1,200 movies. I'm good. Fuck that.
Good luck. Good luck.
I mean, my internet is fast. It ain't that fast.
You need 7 petabytes to store everything.
See, and that's
Just
an
doing
easy
Andy.
solution. You buy the movie from a certain platform, and then they charge you a yearly fee to keep that server running. Don't like
Love
it, then you buy.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Or you could just go with Apple, since you know Apple ain't going nowhere anytime soon. Buy all your shit from Apple, and you can fucking download it. I could even play that. I could take that same shit, put it on the Apple TV on Plex. Take that same file, put it on a Plex server that's not Apple, open it up on Apple TV, and play that. Boom.
So what happens if you have bought something and you go like, yeah, Apple TV, like here in Belgium, there is almost it's a fraction of what you guys have.
Sure.
Is it worth the money? I've been asking myself, is it worth the money? There's a couple of shows in there, okay, but it's not the same as what you have content wise. Is it worth it? Yeah.
Well, I use Apple
bought-
TV for the movies. I don't do it for like the shows or nothing. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
but-
I do it to make my library bigger.
Right.
So, but if I cancel the Apple TV, can I still see the movies that I purchased on Apple?
Yes.
I don't see why not. Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Separate.
Okay.
Of
That would be
course.
One is a
fun.
subscription.
Yeah, that's tied to your email. That doesn't matter where you go. I don't know what would happen. I mean, I have a computer. I could try it. Where if I take the file from Apple, that's using their codec, their ProRes codec, and I put it on a Windows. What happens if I click that?
Oh, from what I remember, it's either iTunes or that opens it, probably.
And then
need
you
to
log
download
into iTunes, and now you can
Yep.
watch it.
Yep. You need to verify your account again. But I don't know. It's been a long time since I've purchased a movie. I'll do that when I move to a better country. But do you still have the limitation of X amount of devices you can register to one Apple ID, or did they remove that? Because I remember
No,
with
it's still
music
there.
specifically, how many is it now? Is it still 5?
I
Or
think it's 10 or 20.
oh, okay. Because way back when it was 5. It started at 5, so yeah. I originally bought eBay cards for the U.S. Apple store, and I bought the
10
Office episodes.
devices.
Like-
10 devices, no more than 5 computers.
Yeah,
10
So it's the
devices,
same.
more than 5. Oh, so then that would, so 5
Like an
computers, and then
iPhone.
iPad, iPhone. yeah.
iPhone, right.
Yeah.
I have more than
I don't-
know.
I don't,
I know I have more than 10 devices to that, though. I have 5 computers up here by itself.
yeah, but I think
Yeah,
it's,
but
it's
I think-
at the same time, though.
yes, it's the same as Netflix. So you can.
Right.
There's no way you're watching the exact same content on 5 or 10 different
That's
devices at the same time.
That's
yeah.
fair. That's fair. I mean, because I can open up the movie on here, play. Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 just in this room.
And
And
then
then I
another
go
probably 8
downstairs,
when
the
they
Apple
come.
TVs. That's another, I don't know. Every room in this house has an Apple TV. So it's more than 10 devices.
Yeah.
I think
And
that
Again, it goes.
it's probably playing at the same time. It's definitely more than 10.
So add the garage to that and 1 to 4 room. That's
Yeah. Oh yeah.
2 more.
And the kitchen, the foyer. Oh yeah. There's laptops, iPads, and Apple TV in every room in this house, and they all can watch those movies.
Just 10 of them at the same time. But who's
Yeah,
going to
that's-
do
that's-
that, though? Let's
I
be
don't-
real. Who's going to do
nobody.
that?
Nobody.
Yeah.
No.
Nobody.
No.
Yeah.
quality might be better on Apple though.
It's not that expensive. What do you want? You want just streaming, or you want one with a drive in it?
Who, me?
Hello?
Are you out there? Yeah, you, Matty.
No, I'm just saying better buying it on Apple than the quality is always good.
Yes.
What are we
and I'm
comparing
saying this
Apple
is
to
cheap.
what?
YouTube.
Ooh, that might be.
Because
It might be the
Wait,
same.
Google is not a thing anymore because you used to have Google TV where you could buy movies, but that's because they're all together now. That's ported over
What do you
to.
have? TV.youtube.com. So you have the YouTube TV.
Well, it was just an app, for as far as I
no,
know.
it's hmm.
Oh, because we have like here we have TV YouTube, which is
Oh, TV YouTube, yeah. You can go
That's
in
the
the
cable version of YouTube. No, that's like
essentially, yeah,
$50
that's
a
what
month.
it
Yeah,
is.
$50 a month, and you get all the
How
channels on
much?
YouTube. Isn't it 50? How
No,
much is it?
no,
More? It's way
yes,
more.
yes,
Wow. What's way more? 75?
92.
What the fuck?
That's why when you
For
said
what?
50, I said, what discount code you got? Where you get it for $50?
Wait, why is
Well,
it
how
so
you get that?
expensive?
It's
How is it so
$78. So let me tell you something about cable companies, right? So it's $78, but then there's fees. People don't understand this. Like you think if you're paying cable $50, it's not $50.
No, it's
There's they have to pay Fox, they have to pay FX. They're not making any money, right? Cable companies don't, and TV YouTube is one of them. I'm not saying they're not. If they make $6 an account, they make $6. But yeah, it's $78, but after taxes and after you pay the fees, it's like $91. That ain't cheap, bro.
Holy fuck.
That ain't cheap, bro.
Holy fuck. That's $1,200 a year, man. That's a
No, I mean,
lot.
it's
Just
check. It's
There needs to be
Yeah.
some amazing content on there.
Well, no, it's not the amazing content. It's you have all the content from everyone that you could just watch it there. It's like a cable company at that point. That's what YouTube TV is. It's a cable company.
Then again, okay, but if I remember, I don't know. In the States, it's probably way better. But over here, the regular cable, I wouldn't pay $100 a month to get that.
That's what it is. That's what it is now. That's what it is now. Over
base
here, it's
plan is $72.99 with
Plus
taxes,
taxes.
$83.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm okay.
But when you really,
canceling that, I've canceled it like 6 times the past year. I keep canceling it because now we're not even using it. We're using
well, do you use the regular channels, like the ones that the cable company is giving you, or do you just use streaming platforms? Because if you're just using a streaming platform, there's no point of watching YouTube TV or any cable company for that matter. Like I know for me, I pay about $100 for like 6 or 7 different streaming platforms, but I don't have cable TV. I pay for an internet
A
connection.
month?
A month, yeah, because I have Hulu, Disney, I have Netflix, I have HBO Max, I have Paramount, I have Peacock.
how much you? What tier
Stars.
are you in?
There's no tier. I'm paying.
No, what
each-
tier are you in?
No,
here?
The 50.
Well,
Ooh.
he's cutting corners somewhere because
Oh,
his internet is
how
cutting
many
out.
platforms you got? How many platforms you got? You said what was that? 7?
So Disney, Hulu, HBO Max, Peacock, Stars, Paramount. I think
Oh,
that's
you're
it.
you're paying well over $100 a month.
Well, the Hulu Disney package is 20 bucks. Oh, and Netflix is another $10-15. Yeah, no, I pay like
I got
$100, maybe $120.
a question. So that the channel you have, is that an expense you can write off or something? That's why you're doing it?
If the channel makes money, then yes, you can write that off.
Oh,
So, but it used to be like
That's a
10 different streaming services, but then you had to cut out 3 because otherwise you couldn't donate in there anymore, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah,
Unless I
that's
give him
exactly it.
lifetime membership to HBO, he could just give me that money back.
Oh, nice. Well, I mean, you have lifetime HBO,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I have lifetime HBO because Bree made a mistake and just kept hitting check out for like 35 hours. So
Wait, you got lifetime though.
I think I'm a stockholder, a shareholder of HBO. I'm like, wow, this guy spent $20,000 on a membership. He is good to go. Don't ever fucking worry about renewing.
At this point, I'm surprised they don't call you. Hey, Jay, sorry to bother you. We're thinking about canceling this show. What do you think?
I agree. I agree.
What do you want to see? What do you want to see?
Yeah, I mean, it's the only reason why we got the YouTube TV is because Bree loves Life After Lockup. But now we're on the Sons of Anarchy, which is on Hulu. Seem to be doing a lot of things on Hulu, like a lot. And I never used Hulu past 10
Hulu
years.
Hulu makes more sense than buying than paying a like YouTube TV or something, because Hulu has almost everything. You might not see it today, but you'll see it tomorrow.
Oh,
I'll
Like
take
life-
HBO over all of them. I'll take HBO over
I
all
agree
those
with you.
platforms.
I
All of
agree
them.
with
see,
you.
because over here, Sons of Anarchy is on Disney Plus. If you get a
But
Disney Plus subscription, yeah.
right? But Disney Plus is Disney owns Hulu.
Do they?
Ah,
They
okay.
own them?
Yes, they have the
There
biggest
is-
majority stake in Hulu.
There is a weird trend going on lately. That's movies or series on one platform popping up on another platform as well.
That's because of the
Yeah,
rights.
because- yeah.
That's because of the rights.
Yeah, companies buying rights to it.
Yeah.
That's
But Disney owns like 75% of
it's like
Hulu,
Band of Brothers used to be owned by HBO, but now it's on fucking Netflix.
which means
Mhm.
that the
Licensing.
contract states, the licensing states that it's going to go a certain amount of time here and then jump
It's
to
10
this
years.
platform after that. Yeah.
Same thing as a copyright or a patent. It's 10 years. You
Right.
don't want to renew it. So you want to use it, you can use it. You just
That's
get
if they're
titles.
making money off of it. If they're making money off of it, they'll renew it. If they're not making money off of it, then let it go.
Same argument for Winnie the Pooh, bro. When they just removed the rights, they just gave up. We're done.
No, after for Winnie the Pooh is anything copywritten for 100 years goes back into the public domain. Same thing with Mickey
Unless
Mouse.
you renew.
You can't renew it after 100 years.
The fuck you can't. They did it with Mickey Mouse.
No, that was the first iteration of Mickey Mouse. That was like the 1920 something version of Mickey Mouse.
No, that's
Not
not true,
current.
bro.
Yes, that's how it works. Just like Dracula is a current incarnation of Dracula, you can't use it anywhere else. Like you have different versions. The new version of Mickey Mouse is still copywritten for another 50 years.
Steamboat Willie before.
That's Steamboat Willie. That's the original version of Mickey Mouse, because Steamboat Willie was the first cartoon that he showed up in.
Yeah.
That's how the copyright works. It goes into public domain after 100 years. Same reason why Winnie the
No,
Pooh.
it's not true. It's not true. Copyright only applies to certain copyrightable subject matter. Code within 17 USC. Works that are not original works of authorship fixed to any tangible medium of expression are not subject to copyright after 110 years. Codifies that copyright protection does not exceed ideas, procedures, processes, systems, etc. Facts may not be copyrighted. Useful articles may not be copyrighted. It's fashion designs, blank forms, titles, names. Oh my God, the list is extreme.
So
It's not
after 110
anything.
years.
Well, it's not anything that's copyrighted. It's
Well, not anything, but I was giving it. I was saying for like the TV shows, movies, and shit like that, because that's the problem that Disney was having. They kept trying to postpone it so they don't lose their copyright of that version of Mickey Mouse. That's why Steamboat Willie is now public domain. I can make a movie now of Steamboat Willie and not get sued by Disney.
yeah, it's. I mean, there's a whole write up on this. Whether
Yeah.
or not it's
Okay,
I-
so I'll give you an example. Let's say you, Jay, you own the caricature of Jay Hayes, right? And you copyright that back in 2013, correct? Now, 100 years from now, in 2021, 13, the expiration date of that is going to come up. But you in 2015 or 2018 or 2025 made a slight difference to that caricature of the Jay Hayes, right? So now that version is still yours, but the
Okay,
previous version is public domain.
okay. Wait, version of what? What Jay Hayes?
The
You talking
original
about
one.
the
The
logo.
original. No, I was saying like the caricature of Jay Hayes, right? You know
Okay,
the
that's not copyright. That's not copywritten
I'm just
though.
saying if it was copywritten by you,
Okay.
that's what that would happen.
Yeah, I got to dig more into that. I don't know because I know like they made the Winnie the Pooh the horror movie where he goes around
Right,
killing people and never saw
which
it.
they don't own. Disney doesn't
Right,
own that.
I'm sure there's something that can be done to renew that. I would have to go over the whole law, but I don't think that any. There might be things where it's like the where medicine, right? Medicine comes out and they say after 10 years you have to give people access to this, or you have to pay a ridiculous amount to renew it. Um, which is why like you have different people make oxycodone or Valium or Xanax because they just don't want to keep paying that. They'll just let you do
Right,
it
but
under
this is
generic
intellectual
brand.
property. That's different though. One would be
If anything, that one is more stringent because that's a patent on it. A patent means that nobody can create it. A copyright, I can still use copyrighted material. I just have to pay the original person.
correct, right? But who's going
Right,
to
but-
let you use their character or their whatever their idea if they're not going to get a sizable payday? Like you can't go to Disney and say, "Hey, I have this great idea for a Mickey Mouse cartoon. Let me do it." They're going to say no because they're not going to make money off of it. They're going to be like, "Okay, tell me the idea. Maybe we'll hire you and you work under us." That's what they would do. They wouldn't let you use.
I don't
their
know if
character.
that's true. That 100 years. I don't know. I don't know. I would. Works fixed 1923 are public after 100 years and works fixed, but that's a Wikipedia thing. The 1998 Copyright Term Extension Act gave works published from 1923 through 1977 a 95-year term. They entered the public domain January 1st after the conclusion of the 95th year. So as of 2022, works from 1926 and before are public domain.
Right. Doesn't matter who it is, as long as if you owned it for 100 years, you made your money back. That's basically what the copyright is telling you. Now it's public domain. Just like what was it? Bram Stoker's Dracula. If you use that book as your basis for a movie or for a TV show or whatever, you can only use those ideas because they're public domain. But if somebody else created a part 2 to that book 5 years later and they made some slight changes, you can't use those changes there.
Can you trademark the characters?
Yes, but again, the trademark, you have to keep using the trademark, and you have to all these.
No,
you think
no.
Disney
I think
hasn't done
Matthew's
this?
asking if you yourself could renew the trademark off of you.
Oh
The
no,
answer
I
is
don't
no.
think so.
So,
Yeah.
so it's not 100 years. It's 95 years after publication or 70 years after the death of the author. When did
Yeah.
Walt Disney die?
In the 60s, right?
Wait.
I'll tell you right now,
60s.
60s.
Yeah, 66.
Generally,
Fairly
for
young.
most works created after 1978, protection lasts for the life of the author plus 70 years. For anonymous works, pseudonym works, or works made for hire, the copyright term is 95 years from the year of the first publication or 120 years from creation, whichever comes first.
So yeah, it's all Disney has been fighting this for decades now, trying to because why
Well, it
would
couldn't
you
have been from decades because the law was enacted in 1998. Well, I guess it could be decades.
from the decade,
1998.
90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, it's still strange, right? Because that it's public property, but then with the Winnie the Pooh, using that as an example, they didn't exactly go out and make an animated movie. So they still deviated enough. I still think Disney could do something.
No, they can't
Yeah.
because you can
No,
use the
not
name
now.
Winnie the Pooh. You can
Yeah,
use
there's
the
nothing
name
you
Winnie
can
the
do.
Pooh. You can use the likeness of the original Winnie the Pooh. But if back in the 80s they rewrote the history of Winnie the Pooh and they added some things, you can't use that in your next in the next thing that you're doing because the rights are from the character from its creation, not years later when they rewrote its origin story or they changed the look. That's why the today version of Mickey Mouse is not public domain, and it's the Steamboat
Yeah, and it
Willie.
can never go back in. That's interesting. So there's a couple things that it does not apply to, but I guess when it's like if I made a painting right now, and I own that, and I sold it privately to one person in public, the argument is that public had to have access to it. So if public never had, I make a song, okay, and this is my song, and I give it to Jorn, and I die,
Mhm.
and 120 years go by. That's not public domain because it was never accessed by the public. It's only given to Jorn. So it would have to be when Jorn dies because I gave it to him 120 years from then, but he would still have to release it to the public. It's a very gray area. Um,
It is. Well, okay.
I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, if you created it, as long as that company should exist.
Yeah.
I agree. Look, Alice in Wonderland, right? We all know what Alice in Wonderland is, right? Who owns the rights to Alice in Wonderland? Nobody, because it's public domain. The shit came out back in 1865 or some shit. So
Okay.
you
See, but
can't use
that's
that anymore. Everyone can use it. That's why I can make my own movie of Alice in Wonderland and nobody can sue me.
but
But
it's that's I agree with you, Spade. But don't you think it's odd that the people that went out and used Winnie's name and likeness to go with horror and play it safe because it's so left field what the original thing is? You could have made more money. Now it's open for everyone and make an animated movie. Do a completely different story, but you could have made more money out of that than making a
but they
horror
had to put
movie.
in the
I
money.
feel
though.
like they played it safe
I don't.
somehow.
I feel like that's a good point. I feel like you would not be able to do that because the Winnie the Pooh, they're using just the
The
character,
name is still
right?
used. Yeah.
So if you modify the story, you would have to not be able to modify the story of the last one.
Correct.
You would have
Yes,
to make
exactly.
like a prequel or
Mhm.
a sequel to it. You would
Right.
not be able to modify that because that is still under protection. The only thing that's not under protection is the actual character itself and the name.
Yeah, no, you got it.
So
No,
what
no,
you do
nailed it.
with that, as long as it's not a continuation, but then who would be interested in making the animated movie? I mean, if Disney
Well,
didn't want to do it, what makes you think it would even do
because
good
it's
to begin with?
because it's for them it's a horror movie. Why would they want to make a horror movie on one of their beloved characters, right? Now, to go back to Winnie the Pooh, Tigger is still owned by Disney. You can't make a Winnie the Pooh horror movie with Tigger in
Tigger.
it until
Yeah,
that
yeah.
until that trademark or copyright, whatever it is, expires, which is in
Wait, I
another
think
1 or 2
Tigger's
years.
in the horror movie, and so is Eeyore.
No. I don't think Tig. No, I saw the movie. Tigger's not in it.
Doesn't he say the
Hey.
name Tigger?
No, there at the end of the movie. There's something that sounds like Tigger, but it's not Tigger itself.
Well,
Tigger's
there's
not in the
many
movie.
words that sound like Tigger. That there's,
As long as you make that, that
I'm getting like 5 words: bigger, rigger,
right.
jigger. I mean, there's not many words that rhyme with Tigger.
No, but,
No, but that's why
that character is
that's
not
why
in
they
that
do
movie. But he will be in the sequel. They said that he's
Snow White
once
movie
the
as
rights
well.
go out, they're going to put him in the sequel.
Is that the reason why, like, the channel Ben Shapiro has, like, Disney was gonna do the Snow White movie, and his company was gonna do an alternate Snow White movie to cancel the wokeness. So Snow White
They
is
still are
also
doing it,
open
aren't
to
they?
that.
Aren't they still doing it? The Snow White
When does
movie?
When does Snow White win?
Yeah, they're doing the Snow White, the Ben Shapiro channel.
I thought they were.
Yeah, they hired the girl that looks like Snow White.
Yeah, really looks like it. Not like the ugly one that Disney decided to go with.
That movie is canceled, right? No?
I thought it was. I think it's canceled because of what she said and what.
But they can't use the name Snow White though, because Disney still has it until 2033 though. They have the rights for Snow White until
Is it-
2033.
I don't know.
Yeah, but yes, they can. Didn't they do a live action one? And that was just what it was. It
That
called
was-
Snow White and the Huntsman. That wasn't Disney.
Right, but that's Disney.
was that
wasn't it?
Disney?
Wasn't
No,
it
the Hunt.
Pixar?
oh,
I thought it was Pixar.
Disney owns Pixar. Pixar is part of Disney.
Well, the one is called the Huntsman. It's not. Is it
yeah.
Snow White?
No,
and
no,
the
it's
Huntsman?
Snow White and the
The
Huntsman.
second
That's
one.
the official
The
title.
second one. Yeah, the first one was Snow White and the Huntsman.
Hmm.
Well, it's the same characters nonetheless. Not, never mind the name.
Yeah. Action.
No,
Oh.
it's not. It's not Disney. Snow White and the
No, it's
Huntsman
not. It's
is
Universal.
Disney.
See?
Universal. It's distributed by Universal. But
And
the
that's the
production
name.
company was.
And likeness is debatable, but
Wait, so that means that. Oh, you know why? Because Snow White is not an original Disney thing. It was a book prior to Disney making it.
they owned it, right?
They own the current iteration of Snow White, not the original version of Snow White.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ! So many
Snow White,
loopholes.
yeah, that's what it is. The original because it was Brothers Grimm. Snow White was created back in 1812. That's public domain already. It was
Yeah,
public
and,
domain in
in
1912.
that movie, there are no dwarfs, right? They just
Well,
have
they
a
were
character in
regular
it.
height. They were regular height. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was never mentioned. There's no real
Right.
iteration that's close to the book,
Exactly.
let's say, or the animated movie.
Right. So everyone thinks that Disney owns Snow White, but they don't. It was originally a concept from Brothers Grimm that was made 100 years prior to that. It was basically a fairy tale story. Same thing with, The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast and all these other things. They just made a
but
movie.
Then you could own the iteration because the Brothers Grimm original
Well, it's the
stories,
same thing with
they
Cinderella.
were not fairy
Cinderella's-
tales.
Cinderella's
Yeah, right.
not
Cinderella
Disney
too.
either.
Same thing. Yeah.
Is not Disney.
Right. But they own that current iteration of Cinderella. Like if you were to make a movie with the same storyline and plot line from a Disney version, Disney can sue you saying you took their intellectual property because they own that version. You can have many versions of Cinderella. Just like, there's different versions of Cinderella already. There's like 5, 6, 7 different movies. One's black, white, Cuban, and Asian. So you can have those different versions. It's just Disney
You seen
owns
a black
it's-
Cinderella?
Yeah. What's her name? Brandy. Brandy was, I think it was Brandy. Brandy was Cinderella. The singer.
Isn't Cinderella in the book white?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Was
was
there
Snow
a
White.
black Snow White? I mean, it's
I don't
in
think
her
so.
name.
But the
So if
you
you
could
could
do-
if you could have the
service
name
to go.
Snow White and be portrayed by a black person, you could have Dirty Black portrayed by a white person.
there were people arguing that the Snow White thing that wasn't right anymore because why would she have to? They wanted to change the name even.
So
Well, they had
what?
to change the name. She was named Snow White because why?
She was doing them
Because
lines.
her skin was white as snow.
She was
Exactly what Matthew said.
white
Because
lines blow Snow White. No,
Yeah,
I thought it had to do with cocaine. I thought she was just ripped
Yeah.
all the time.
yeah, that's exactly what it was. She was.
She was
I
a
love it,
She was
Bree.
hanging around with 7 dudes doing
Bree,
all
I
kinds
support-
of things.
I support that statement, Bree, for everything that you do in the future. I support it. Please. Please.
Hey, I mean, she's gonna have to put on a fat suit because wasn't Harriet Tubman a fatty?
She was a chunky girl. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chunky girl. She got to wear a bandana.
It's a different iteration. Don't worry about it.
See, that's it. That's a technicality.
But the one Disney wanted wasn't she half Puerto Rican or something Hispanic? She
That's
wasn't
Little
black.
Mermaid, no?
No,
Little
Little
Mermaid
was
was a black chick.
She was black.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a black one. The one
Yeah,
with
she
the
did.
googly eyes.
Yeah, she got a lot of shit. A lot of
She had
people.
Panavision.
Telling you, ginger washing, bro. Movies are ginger washing. They are. They're removing all gingers. Give
Yeah.
me another ginger character.
Oh,
Are they, But that could be because of money reasons, right? Because they fear they're gonna run out.
What do you mean? Fear
They're
of running
still
out of what?
gingers.
Red hair dye they're gonna run out of?
You could name off right off the top of your head without even knowing any nursery rhymes blonde haired girls. You'll fire it off all day. I don't know about you. I could. Brown,
Alice.
no problem. Give me some gingers.
Other than the Little Mermaid?
Yes. Something
the
that
Brave
little
girl.
gingers.
Brave,
Who?
that girl from Brave.
Yeah.
Brave, yeah.
Another animation movie.
That's
Yeah,
the only ones I
Brave.
can think of.
The other one.
She was a Viking. She was a Viking girl or something. The daughter of a Viking king or something.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That's the only one you got?
That's
The only two.
Gingers? For gingers? Yes. What else is there for gingers?
You got
I can't
one.
think of it.
You got one? Wow. Okay. I mean, it's one.
Oh, Scottish. That's what it was. Scottish. What? I don't know. Is there more?
No, well, there used to be Annie, Little Mermaid. They're gone.
Annie. Yeah,
They're
I forgot
gone.
about Annie.
I've never seen it.
You never
they're
seen
replaced
Annie?
already. Replaced.
Oh yeah, shit. That was also black people. No, didn't
They've
they
made
do
it-
a
they've made
remake
that
with full
version.
black?
I think they made that version.
I think that was Brandy. I don't think that was Annie.
The Mask. What was her? The Mask. What was her
She-
name?
Blonde hair. Cameron Diaz.
Yeah.
No. The cartoon character in it.
What?
The
The
singer.
Mask. Are you talking about
Jim
Roger
Carrey
Rabbit?
one?
Jessica Rabbit?
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
Yeah,
that's not a
Jessica Rabbit.
ginger though. That's red.
That's
Oh,
red.
okay.
Yeah, Brave is a damn good one. Like that, you can
Yeah.
tell she got orange hair. Like that's.
Yeah. And she got the freckles too.
Is
They
it a
went-
good movie? It looks cute.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's,
I feel it's
Oh,
better
right.
than Avengers.
Oh, way better.
Pippi Longstocking.
it might depend on how you look at it.
Also,
You know,
a
one
redhead.
centralized character as opposed to
Oh,
five.
Pippi Longstocking. I think they redid
Oh.
her.
Wow,
That's a
Pippi
red
Longstocking. I haven't heard that since I was in grade school. Wendy
They
from the
have-
Wendy's commercials.
Redhead, not ginger. But the Pippi Longstocking is a good one. They did not redo that. Who owns that?
It's probably open domain at this point.
No, 1945.
Oh, so we still got 20 more years.
It's not. I don't know why you keep going 100 years. It's either 95 or
95.
120. I don't know why you keep rounding around.
I'm estimating.
Yeah, they have not redone that movie like at all. The last movie was 1988.
That was an animated movie, wasn't it?
No, it's the New Adventures of Pippi Longstocking. No, it's like a regular movie.
Jeez, most of them are actually animated. I just went for famous redhead characters. Who are like, ooh.
Yeah, I mean that's a good one. That I can't find any. I don't know why they haven't redone it.
But the weird thing is, at the moment, like the ginger filters, they're running rampant.
I don't know. I'm not even a ginger. I feel it like how white people feel guilty over Black Lives Matter. I feel guilty for gingers because I'm married to one.
Oh, why would you feel guilty?
Well, I feel bad. Like I feel emotion for it. Like how white people.
Oh
feel
yeah, in that
white
case.
guilt.
Oh,
for
now I
being-
understand.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm connected. Just like you feel guilty when someone talks about suicidal, people. So it's I just feel it makes me angry that they're ginger washing. It irritates me. Because who else did I have to look up to? Pippi Longstocking has apparently died in 1969. Little Mermaid is black now. Brave. And she looks adorable. The girl from Brave looks absolutely adorable.
Yeah, I liked it.
I'll watch it. Might be cute. So is it weird that I would watch that before Lord of the Rings?
Nope.
No, you're making the right decision.
Or
It's gonna be over in an hour and a half. It's not 2 sequels, and you're gonna be fine.
Lord of the Rings is 12 hours long.
And it's people
like
walking,
6?
dropping off.
isn't there like 6 of them?
No,
There's 3 of
well,
them.
yes, if you do the Hobbit too, yeah.
Yeah, So
yeah,
if you want to
I'm
see,
talking about all the things that are connected to Lord of the Rings. Isn't there
There's
like
also a
6 or
TV show that
7?
came out last year, so add that too on
but
Prime.
the original Lord of the Rings is three movies,
Right, but then there's things that branch off of it,
prequels.
right?
Yeah,
And then the same thing
prequels.
with Harry Potter. There's Harry Potter's, and then there's like the Jigglypuffs or whatever the fuck they're called, the Woogle
No,
Wogs.
Harry
Yep.
Potter's is only 7 films, isn't it? And that's it.
No, Jay
No.
is right on this.
Oh yeah,
No,
no, that's
because
right.
then you
Yeah,
get
the Fantastic
Secrets of
Beasts.
Dumbledore
Oh,
and
true.
and
Yeah,
whatever.
trust me. I've looked this up. There's a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't you have a channel that does movies, bro?
I
He's
forgot
trying to
about
fire
the
off with the
Fantastic
knowledge
Beasts
that he
movies.
doesn't have. You know,
Yeah.
it's all those hot dogs he's eating with the maze.
Well, that's not your thing, right? Fantastic Beasts and all that stuff. That's not really your. Or do you?
Well, I liked. I didn't think it was. I didn't think they were bad. I enjoyed them. I didn't.
Not mine.
It was
I
okay.
can't. Bro, I made it. Sons of Anarchy. Whole first season. I'm like, oh my God, this fucking show is something serious. Season 2, I was ripping people apart. This movie sucks. I was posting on my Facebook, the shit is garbage or the show is garbage. Season 2, episode 10. Bro, you redeemed your whole self in that one episode. Peggy
What happened
Bundy,
in that episode?
Katie,
I don't remember.
I do not want to ruin it for anybody that I.
The show's been out 10 years ago. What are you?
Okay, but Jordan's looking at Sons of Anarchy now. I'm not like you. I'm not going to spoil shit for somebody that I can't. That is a deal breaker. It's one thing to like give you characters and what they do. This is a pivotal point that they built up for 2 whole fucking seasons.
What episode was that you were talking about?
Season 2, episode 10.
No.
My God, bro. I want to see the
Because
rest
it's
now.
changed your entire opinion about the show.
Everything,
as a
bro.
whole.
Everything went away.
Whoa.
And I weathered through the storm, dude. I don't want to hear it. I weathered through that. Oh, God, I weathered through that. I just wanted to break my TV halfway in the first episode. I feel like I could do that with Game of Thrones. I feel like I could. It's just, you watch Game of Thrones? Oh, me too. Oh, you like Game of Thrones? Yeah, me too. Yeah, I like the porn. Oh, me too. I don't want to be that.
Incestual
you know?
porn.
Did you watch Avengers? Yeah, me too. I saw last week. Yeah, me too. I drive a fucking slingshot, right? I'm trying to look the most uncommon and stick out. I think Cybertruck is next. I just want to look different than everybody else.
Cybertruck. Oh,
Look, there is no branding at all on that truck. You
Nope.
don't need it.
It's all just stainless steel plating.
Who
That's
wins?
it.
Who wins? You know who makes that without anything. And Europe, no one in the world except North America is going to get that truck. Isn't that sad?
Oh, really?
good reason.
Can't pass any of the European standards or Asian standards, the build of it.
How?
That's not
It's
the
solid stainless steel.
It doesn't matter.
That thing is a
Doesn't-
pedestrian killer.
Not yet. The blind spots are terrible. Even with firmware updates, the angles of it, the rollover of it, there's a lot of not safety for you driving it, safety for others. There's no way to fix that, and they knew it. Like he knew it. Elon
I'm
Musk.
not mad. It's the ugliest truck I've ever seen.
I'd still get one.
But
If
in
I had the
reality,
money.
okay, using that argument, it is the ugliest truck, but it's the most notable one.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
And people that have Ford Raptors think that they have the fastest truck. You don't anymore.
Nope. Not after this vehicle. Nope.
And I think they're pissed off that you could get that truck for $80,000, or you
They
get the
spent
Cyber
$150,000.
Beast, which is still cheaper than the TRX and the Ford Raptor R.
Yep. And it's not a gas guzzler. It's an electricity guzzler.
And they have, it's not even that. And they have steering by wire, which is fascinating. So to turn the wheel full 90 degrees, you don't have to do hand over fist. It only goes like this. That's you're going to turn the whole truck around or like this. You never have to go a 360.
And what is it? All 4 wheels turn, right? It has
but not at that degree. It's just
right.
but
Exactly. Yes.
even my RSQA, even my RS5 has that rear wheel steering. That's nothing special.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you
when
know
get into
there's
the
gonna be-
higher end.
you know there's going to be people or some idiots hacking the system and driving with a PS controller, right?
Not with
So
drive by
they
wire.
don't even have not with steering by wire, because that's
You
all.
can't do that.
I don't see that happening. And plus, they didn't even unlock. It's so fascinating whether they're doing cars now, especially Tesla, because that doesn't have the auto drive mode where you could buy
Right.
for whatever $2,000. They're just going to release that in an update.
Right.
I'm not
All
even
of
a
them.
Tesla owner, but that excites me. That you're doing updates now to unlock certain features of a car through software. It's kind of sexy.
Uh,
That's kind of sexy, bro.
I just don't
No
understand how.
dealership. You just turn on the internet and then you have the update, and then before you,
but just
that's sexy.
you're still going to have to pay for the update, right? No.
No, it's free. It's free.
No,
Ooh.
Yeah.
because it's probably built into the price of them selling it to you.
It
That's
is.
why.
It is. It's just not, and people are pissed off because you bought the truck and you don't have that. But you will get it. We just, and the reason why it took so long is not because of the design, is because they, the biggest issue they had is they wanted to remove everything that was circular. And like they want to hide buttons, but there's certain standards you can't hide. Like a hazard button has to be visible and a physical button. So Tesla was pissed about that. And there's the windshield. You can't even clean the windshield. If you're 6'9" and you take a rag, you cannot clean the windshield by the dashboard. How do you get
So you
down
need
there to
one
clean
of
it?
those extension things to clean your dashboard.
Detailers are gonna fucking hate detailing that car.
That's gonna be an expensive detailing. Wow.
And
I
the
just don't
stainless
understand.
steel, after people having it for 4 months, is already fading. That's why people are wrapping it.
Well,
Because it's raw.
they also did a recall on all. What are they? There's like only
The
12
rims.
Cybertrucks in the world.
No, there's more. Oh, there's
Well, they
many.
recalled all of them. They recalled
No.
all of them for some issue.
They recalled the hubs. So they had
Well, that's what it was.
the hubcaps. Yeah, the hubcaps that were on it were flying off and like hitting pedestrians.
Oh,
The little, it's like a plastic disc that goes on the rim. Yeah,
Right.
that was recalled because they were like flying off while you were driving. They were like flying metal frisbees.
He really doesn't like pedestrians. He
Ah.
really dislikes them.
Oh,
Yeah.
they also recalled it because of the defect with the accelerator causing it to get stuck when pressed, increasing the risk of crash. So they had a Toyota problem.
Yeah, I just know about the major one, which was the hubs, where they told
Yeah.
people just to bring the hubs in because, that'd be dangerous as shit. Hubcaps are you see them on the side of the road. One of those get loose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that ain't no
just
good.
walking around.
It's a fireball.
Walking
It's
around
literally a
minding your
fireball
own
coming out of your
business.
car.
All of a sudden, you get hit in the head with a hubcap that's doing 100 miles an hour. Nice.
Nah, you're definitely not gonna survive that, bro.
No way.
That might be why they're getting rid of hubcaps and they're going with like steel rims, just because that is a dangerous thing.
But the hubcaps, the reasoning for their hubcaps was so that way the air can make it more aerodynamic, right?
Right.
For the tire, so that way
Yep.
they can save on
But they
mileage.
found out that it was putting too much pressure on the sidewall of the tire, thus breaking down. And this is only after 2 months. So, look, I sat in one when me and Bree did that expo. It's I wouldn't say it's ugly. I think it's interesting. You're
How was the
different.
seating though? Was it comfortable? Was it roomy?
It's roomy. It's
Yeah.
roomy. Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Was
got
it
like
more
a
roomy?
17-inch iPad for your display. Everything is on that iPad.
Everything
And I don't
is
even
like
know the operating system. It's not Android. I feel like it's their own.
No, it's Tesla's. It is. It's Tesla's own
It's
system.
fascinating to have your own operating system. It's impressive.
But they have to do that because think about all the money they would lose if they had to pay Apple or Google for their software.
Sure. Well, they do have to pay Apple and Google because you can, or Android, or who do they pay? Android Auto would be paying Google. So, because you can connect to your thing, just connecting. Remember, because Hyundai, you're not in Discord.
Oh,
Maybe if you start being active again, I'll invite you back. Hyundai doesn't have wireless CarPlay because they don't want to pay for the licensing for their head unit in their Santa Cruz. Everything else they do, just not for that because it's too big of a screen. Stupid.
There's still, by the way, it's paid. There's still place for you to get into the top 10 of the donations.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Nice.
And
Okay,
to all other people in here.
I'm going to
By
give
the
them
way-
a coupon code for HBO.
Yes. Woo!
How come streaming services don't give you coupon codes?
They do every so often. They make a sale where they're going to reduce the price for this month only or whatever, so they can lock you into that price.
Who does?
Well, they all do. And now you can get a bundle. You can buy a bundle in the next.
No. I'm talking about a coupon code off your monthly discount.
Oh, that like a coupon code like that? No. They're losing money on services. All services are losing money. None of them are making
To
money.
who?
To everyone. They're spending more money on their service than they are making money from the people signing up for the service.
Where you get that information at?
Look anywhere for that information. The only person that's making money is Netflix. Everybody else is on a loss.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
The only
I think
thing that happened
there's
here-
only one that broke even, I think, and that was HBO. HBO is the only one. Max is the only one that is like breaking even. They spend
The
more
only-
money than they make.
The only way all of those streaming services price is going here in Europe or in Belgium is upwards. No
Same thing
coupon
here.
code.
Same
The,
thing.
the, the
here.
only thing you get is when you're new to it, you get that 1 month off free, or you get that 1 month or $5 or whatever. That's the only thing you get. They don't do
So
any.
how? Okay, I'm not understanding. How are all of them losing money? What are they losing money to? Things that they're buying, not from consumers.
No, they're losing money because they have to create all these shows on their
Right.
server, right?
Right.
So they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars.
So they're spending too much.
They're spending
Well,
because
that's
but why else is somebody going to go onto your service if you don't have what they want to see? If there's no show, why am I going to sign up for this service?
okay. Then clearly you're doing something wrong, though. If Netflix and HBO is positive, though, they didn't break even. So if HBO and Netflix, the only two that didn't lose money in quarter of 2023, last quarter, what are they doing that the other ones are not?
Better shows?
100%. Name one HBO show that sucked. I'll wait. In the last 20 years,
Walking Dead, isn't that HBO?
no, it's not.
Game of Thrones.
You say it sucked, but the people who watch it said that it
You
was
said
great.
name one that sucks. Game of Thrones.
Right. No. Okay, let me rephrase. Give me a show that bombed from viewers. Like there wasn't a highly
Without
watched.
looking it up, I can't do that. I'm sure if I look something up, there'll be something.
Every show that HBO has done has been a hit. Doesn't matter whether it's a small hit or a big hit. It's
No,
always-
that can't be accurate. I gotta look it up.
Every show. Almost every show. HBO is the only one that has done quality programming for years. Look at all your favorite shows, Jay. They were on HBO.
That's not
Soprano,
true either.
The Wire, what the hell, Oz. All these are HBO shows.
Yeah, no, I got it. Those are ones that I like, but there had to be some that failed.
It's the one with the least amount of failures, I'll tell you that much. Netflix comes out with a movie every single week nobody knows about, and it's a failure because they don't advertise it correctly. Netflix never, ever advertises correctly.
So, what is your question? What on HBO has tanked?
Like, that sucked in
there's-
viewers or in everything.
There's a lot. There is actually a lot. I don't know any of them.
Compare it-
But
Compare it with all the other streamers that have shows and how their numbers suck.
Well, hold on. Why would?
The Brink with Jack Black?
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, The Brink. Yeah.
How old is that?
2015.
That was a decade ago. Think of current streaming because there was
The
no streaming
Idol
back-
2023.
The
See, but
Idol.
you keep altering the parameters.
Yeah, you keep changing it
altering-
on me.
Well, if we're going to be talking about streaming, that's what you're going to be talking about. You
Okay,
can't
so
talk
I got
about-
a couple for you. The Idol 2023. A lot of money
was-
invested. Didn't make any. The Time Traveler's Wife 2022.
I didn't see that one.
Oh.
It was based off of the movie.
Weird because
I mean-
it wasn't a wow movie, but it wasn't bad either.
What, The Time Traveler's Wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an okay movie. But they made a series which was like 6 or 8 episodes.
Arlie, Arlo, RARLI double dollar signs. John from Cincinnati, Lucky Louie, Time Traveler's Wife, and The Baby. The worst written HBO shows on record.
See, that's only 5, right?
No, there's many more. No, those are the top 5 worst ones. There's a lot.
And those are fairly recent, right? And those are fairly recent.
The one, yeah, yeah. You want top 10? You're not gonna know any of these. First and 10, Any Given Wednesday, Arlie, Avenue 5, The Brink, Camping, Here and Now, John from Cincinnati, Arlie, Lucky Louie, The Time Traveler's Wife. I don't know what that Brink is with Jack Black, but I don't know how anything with Jack Black would fail. Camping, Here and Now, The Idol. There's a lot, bro. Little Britain, USA, The Mind of a Married Man. Ooh, that's rough. It was the male version of Sex in the City.
That's just a stupid idea.
Who thought that was a good idea?
Okay, that show. Yeah, okay.
What's The Idol? Does anyone know what that is?
The Idol is with Johnny Depp's daughter and The Weeknd.
Is it
That
singing?
already
Is it a
sounds-
show? Is it a movie? What is it?
It's a show about a singer who is being coerced by a guy she met and turned. Like, I didn't finish the whole series because it wasn't that good. It was very like dry and not entertaining enough.
Even the premise sucks.
What about The Newsroom?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's the
Carnival?
one with Jeff Bridges. That's
Yeah.
the part where you do the interview.
Oh,
where
the
he
one
talks
with the America.
Yeah.
With the America thing. Wow,
Oh,
that had
that's
bad
cool.
ratings?
Yeah, it got canceled.
But that
Oh,
came out
very-
a decade ago, Jay. 12 years ago.
You keep saying the decade shit, bro. You're saying you keep changing
I
the
said
parameters.
No, I keep saying streaming. These
No,
shows have
no.
been out for a
A
decade.
while back, you went like, HBO never made a bad show in their life.
Yeah, you didn't say that, bro. You did.
So Life is 12 years old?
When
We
you
got
look
it.
at it from the perspective of they've made 100 shows and only 10 sucked, compared to Netflix that puts out 100 shows and 5 are good. That's the difference. You got to look
Where
at it
do
from
you
that.
get that?
Okay, go ahead. Tell me a show that's great on Netflix.
That's great on Netflix?
Good.
But the
A
really
show-
good
wait.
ones on HBO are older, right? The memorable, we're talking about
Yeah,
The Wire.
Oz and Sopranos. Yeah, you
Sopranos.
pulled those up. You used those as your argument. You're like Oz and Sopranos. Those are more than fucking 20 years
Right.
old.
But those are still in their top 20 of streaming things. It'll always come up. Watch this. Watch this. You're not seeing The Idol. If you don't put it on your watch list, it's gone. You're never going to see it pop up and saying.
But
it's-
even
it's-
if you say to me, name one great show on Netflix, I can't name one great thing on Netflix.
Off the top of my head, the fall of the House
I
of Usher.
don't Is it weird that I don't watch any series on Netflix? I don't know any series.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's not as good.
But
I need to.
what?
They're not as good. People go crazy over Stranger Things, right? But the numbers of Stranger Things are nowhere near what the numbers of HBO shows are.
I don't know. I find Hulu's shows to be better than that of Netflix.
Want another one, Spade?
I agree with
the
that.
Squid Game. The Squid Games. Want another one?
No, I didn't know.
Oh, that's two.
But you're saying it was good. Good in what sense?
No. The Squid
Viewing
Games
numbers.
was a hit
Oh, it was
worldwide.
okay. So okay.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's
they were
a
making
hit.
fucking
One
memes
thing.
out of it. So that's pretty successful.
You got 2 shows so far. You have what? Squid Games, and you have Stranger Things. Those are the biggest things that
Stranger
Netflix
Things?
does.
I said the fall of the House of Usher. Stranger
Yeah.
Things is good as well.
Okay, but look at the House of Usher's numbers and look at Stranger Things. Which one has
Oh
more?
wait, The Witcher. Oh wait, want more?
Oh, that was good on. Okay, I like The Witcher too.
Oh
That was.
oh oh. Oops.
Oh,
But
ooh, see, then you got the Dahmer one, bro. You don't want to use that argument because those numbers are actually higher than HBO, Netflix.
well, that's because
Bro,
Okay.
you keep backtracking. You keep
I'm not-
backtracking.
I'm not backchecking because you guys are not looking at the bigger picture. For argument's sakes, HBO has 1 million subscribers. Netflix has 10 million. You can't compare the two in that sense.
Why?
So you
They're
have
both streaming services. You have to use
Right.
the commonality.
Right, commonality. So it's all a streaming service, and you have to
Right.
compare the streaming service with
Yeah.
how many subscribers each of those streaming services has by comparing their numbers. So if this streaming service only has 1 million subscribers and their numbers are way more in view hours than something that Netflix has that's 20 million, then yes, that's a bigger hit on that channel, on that show, on that streaming service.
For somebody that doesn't like change, you've changed a lot in the last 10
Nobody
minutes.
said that. You keep saying nobody. Whatever. Okay. The point is,
He's
the point
getting mad. Bro, he's
No,
getting
I
mad.
don't give a shit. No, I don't give a shit. You guys keep saying the change thing. It's not about change.
We're not on change. We're talking about Netflix versus HBO. What are you
Exactly.
saying is better? You're saying HBO is better than Netflix?
Yes, that's all
Okay,
I said.
that would be a
Programming-wise,
personal opinion. That's not numbers wise.
You can. I'll find something to show you how.
And I'll find something that counters that. The argument is that, look, if you're looking at sole numbers, Netflix beats HBO.
Of course, Netflix has been out for 20 years.
So was HBO.
That's longer than a
But the
decade.
streaming service.
So we don't
the
count
streaming
that.
service is only 4 years old.
HBO is longer than 4 years. That HBO
Their
Go,
streaming
bro.
service, HBO's streaming service, is only
HBO
4 years old. Yes.
HBO Go I had in 2016.
Right. They all merged it into one. That has nothing to do with it. Streaming from Netflix has been going on for the last 20 years. They were the ones that put out Blockbuster. They put Blockbuster out of business.
No, the internet put Blockbuster out of business. Had nothing to do with Netflix.
Netflix was a big reason why.
Oh,
Because
no.
nobody wanted to leave the house. They could just watch it at home. And Netflix
Because
is
of
one of
the-
the very few that showed everything online.
Because of the internet.
2010.
Right,
2010, HBO started.
Yeah, because I had HBO Go in 2014 or 2016. So it's not
Yeah.
4 years, bro. That's
The current iteration of HBO
Oh my God.
Max is
Max?
young. It's only 4 years old because they didn't back in 2010. If you had HBO Go, right, it's because you had a service from your cable company. You
No.
didn't just pay for HBO Go.
yes. I don't know about 2010. I don't know about that. I know in 2016 I just had HBO Go. I didn't have HBO by itself. It was just Go.
So,
I don't
but
know
I
about
don't know
2010.
that. But is a name change? I mean, the premise is still the same, right? Originally, it was a streaming service. They changed the name to Max instead of Go. It still is a streaming service. So
HBO had 5 different versions. They had HBO Go, they had HBO, they had HBO Max, then they had HBO.
Yeah, but now they're all just one.
Yeah, they all combined them into one. Yeah,
Right, but
that's what I'm going with. The premise didn't change, so it's not like they didn't go to a different
change.
platform per se. It melted all together, but it was from the start of streaming service. They added shows or they changed the name, and it all melted into one. But it's still a streaming service. So they changed the name, they changed the shows, they changed instead of multiple ones, turned it into one. The premise is still the same. So in total, it has existed for 14 years. It just changed names and shows, probably.
It merged everything into one localized. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
But using
change.
the argument that Netflix is successful because it's been around for 20 years, I think is irrelevant. I don't think that matters. The amount of time you've been around means nothing. I think it's
Not
the
if you don't
content that you put
produce
out.
content. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's the content that you put out versus the
Well, that's the thing, though. In the first 10, 15 years of Netflix's life, Netflix never made their own shows. They were buying the rights for other shows to put them up for the year.
Right, what Hulu does.
Right. But Hulu also created their own stuff when they became a service. So Netflix only recently, in the last, I'd say, probably decade or so, has really put in money in order to
I don't
create
get
their
your
own.
argument. Are you saying that Netflix is better than HBO? Like, I don't know what you're saying. Because
No,
you're
I'm
giving
saying,
like
I'm
ups for
saying,
Netflix and then
no.
What are you
I'm
saying?
saying, what I'm saying is the quality of the content on Max is better than the quality and content on Netflix. That's what I'm saying.
That's a
It's
personal
hard because I
opinion.
don't really watch a lot of things on HBO, but I mean, I watch more series on Hulu than anything. I mean, Netflix, I only watch like World War II documentaries and
I'll give
things-
Netflix that. They have a lot of documentaries.
Yeah, I mean that's like what I look at for Netflix. I don't really look for, you know. a
And if you
movie
look
or-
at the bigger picture, Netflix only got a 3 years head start compared to HBO.
Mhm.
Their streaming service started in 2007. HBO started in 2010. That's not a big difference.
it's hard to compare the two. You're comparing one that was sending out DVDs to people's mail, right? HBO never did
Right.
that. It's
Right.
you're it's like comparing a Ferrari to a moped. Do they both get you from point A to point B? Yes.
Oh, yeah,
they're
but
both
I'm-
vehicles. Yes.
True, but I'm going from the actual starting point
Starting
where,
point.
where they went streaming, not when they originally started
They were
out.
already
to, so-
established. You know, they were already doing.
Yeah, true.
The,
But
they
that's-
recently bought Redbox, right? They were doing things prior to
Who bought Redbox?
the Netflix, right? Netflix owns Redbox, doesn't it?
I didn't know that.
I think so. I mean, I could be wrong.
I thought Redbox was still its own thing.
Huh.
No, it's its own thing. Chicken
Yeah.
soup.
Yeah, that's the guy,
chicken
the
soup for
CEO.
the soul? What?
The CEO is he's the chicken soup for the soul CEO. Yeah.
I don't
We
know
need to
what the
look him
fuck
up.
that is. Chicken soup for the soul.
There's no way that guy is white. There's just no way.
No, he's white. He's white.
No way.
Oh, he's definitely white. They're
Wow, they're a
both white.
publicly traded company.
Chicken
Of course.
soup for the soul. What
Yeah,
the
it's
fuck?
27 cents a share. 27
I'm-
cents on the NASDAQ. CSSE.
I'm so disappointed with the CEO. I expected more. It's just an average white dude.
On April 23rd, 2024, Chicken Soup for the Soul announced 636 million loss in 2023 and warned that without any options to generate additional financing, the company may be forced to liquidate or pause operations, seeking Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Wow. I have never heard of this company. What a stupid, stupid name.
Name.
Well, chicken
I
soup
don't
for
know.
the soul.
I want to
man.
try the soup out. I want to try the soup. You can get some
They
streaming.
don't make any
You
soup.
get some chicken soup.
No, it's an entertainment company. How do they?
That sucks. I expect some soup to go with my entertainment. I'm just saying.
They made books.
Who
Books.
made books? Chicken Soup?
Chicken soup for the soul. Yes, they make books. Is
See,
an
that's where
American
you went wrong.
self-help consumer goods and media company based in Cos.
Yo, I've
Chicken-
never heard of this company.
It is known for the Chicken Soup for the Soul book series. This book, like most subsequent titles in the series, consisted of inspirational true stories about ordinary people's lives.
And they had their own stores, or it was online, or
No, it was a book. They sold books. The book series,
Yeah.
Chicken Soup for the Soul.
huh.
Wait, you could still rent movies and they send them to your house? They still do
Mhm.
that?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you can still do Redbox. A lot of isn't it? What was it? Walgreens still have Red boxes in front of them or something?
No, you can order it online like old school Netflix.
Maybe for the people that live in the boondocks that have no service for internet
Like
and
me.
it's choppy.
And the last book was in 2020.
I still can't believe that there's a company.
2023.
Chicken Soup for the Soul. I love it. Stupid fucking name.
Wow. There's a lot of stories. A lot of them. Chicken Soup for the Soul. Be the best you can be.
It's just, what is it? Self-help books, right? So
Yes. Chicken Soup for the Soul. Think positive for preteens. I want them all. Do they have a discount? Like I can buy the whole bundle?
Oh, they don't. They don't send you. I thought they send you DVDs. They don't. You have to go to a kiosk. I don't even know where you go to a kiosk at.
the kiosk is
Is
just
it-
the red box.
Isn't
It's
there
like
still even a
outside.
Blockbuster?
Is it what?
Blockbuster.
We don't have any
gone, right?
blockbusters.
Think there's still Blockbuster. One? Maybe?
I thought
No,
the
they're all
last
gone.
Blockbuster was in Alaska and then it
Alaska.
shut down.
Yeah, it was Alaska, privately owned.
Huh.
Is there not a place that you could rent DVDs online and they ship them to you, like Netflix?
Like Netflix used to do? I
Yeah.
don't think so. I mean, and if it is,
'Cause I
it's
was trying to
probably
figure out how I could get more content from my hard drive, and I feel like this is it. Because I just spin them.
go on Craigslist.
How much
or
is
on
it to rent
eBay.
a movie? How much is it to rent from Redbox?
Probably like $5 or some shit. No,
I've never done it. What do? You just give them like a credit card and then you just drop it back in?
you go to the machine. You go to the machine. It's like a vending machine. You go into the machine. You put in your card. You put in the movie that you want, and if it has it, it gives it to you.
DVD is $2.25.
Nice. There you go.
Blu-ray is the same for some reason, but the 4K Blu-ray is $2.50. That's a little steep. But
And how much? How long is the rental? 24 hours?
yeah, because I can't actually go on their website, so I'm getting it.
Oh. Okay, hold on. Deal.
Oh, it's per day.
$2, yeah. $2 hit movies at the kiosks and dollar kiosk favorites. Oh, there's some of them are free.
Free.
Yeah, I'm looking at redbox.com/valued. It shows some of them are free. Let me see what free. Yeah, movies that are 20 years old are free. Oh, you can stream
Okay,
those.
but why would I return it?
No. Those are streamed. You stream those.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
They also have Redbox Plus, and you pay $10 a year or $20 a year.
And then what?
You get up to 12 free one-night rentals,
Ooh la la.
and for the $20 a year, you get 24 free one-night rentals.
That's from the special section, the one with the curtain.
It's 24 date nights. Cool.
How do you? Does anybody ever use Redbox? What do you do? Like just go in and type your whole password and everything?
What do you mean?
Like how do you get it? How do you get it? Like how do they tie it to
Go to the
you?
website. I guess you go
I'm
to
on
the
their
website.
website, but I don't get.
It says sign in. I guess there's no app, so you just sign in and you watch it from the browser.
They have an
You're
app.
not getting
Wow.
what I'm asking.
Yeah, everything on demand.
We had something similar, John,
Really? I've never.
but it was .nl.
I never got delivered. I
There's an
always
app
went
for
out
it.
and read.
There's a Redbox app
Yeah, Redbox is not something
on
that's
Apple
gonna-
and on Google. Yeah.
Yo, this tells me how to. I got an idea. I was trying to figure out how I. Okay. I'll save that for later. I got it. I got a little thing where I could. Okay. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I could.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yes.
I like this. I know what I'm doing, Bree. We're going to CVS at Belterre Parkway. And we're going to get an
Coming
ass
back
load
with
of these and just.
a stack of DVDs.
Yep.
That's the way I used to do it when we still had the DVD rental places. I came in, got a stack of them, and
Yep.
the next day I came back
For
with
20
the entire stack. Here you go.
So for $24, $20 a year,
Yeah.
choose from eligible movies at the kiosk. No monthly limit. How do you sign into the kiosk? Has no one been to a red box? You put your email
Well,
in.
Jenna
your
says that you
password.
put in your email and your password and your card info.
At the kiosk?
I'm gonna go to YouTube and search how to use a red box.
Maybe they give you a card or something. No.
Wow. I like this.
Wow, there's 2 locations near me.
Same. There's like one right down the fucking road. I've never seen this thing. Like,
One's in Staten Island. One's in
That's not-
Brooklyn. No, 2's in Brooklyn.
so you get 24 movies for one night. Oh, one night? Keep your
Yup.
disc
watching.
rentals until midnight local time for no extra charge, just 3 hours longer. So you have 24 hours to watch it. Wow, that's fast.
Hey, it's $2. What did you expect?
Yeah, but for what I'm trying to do, I don't have that kind of time. I'm more limited, right?
So
I my TVs don't. They take a while to turn on. So why do you
nice.
need the DVD for 3 days? Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm getting me a membership, bro. Yo, you know how many movies I got from old Kazaa
DVDs?
days? No,
Yeah.
Kazaa days and Pirate Bay. Yo, oh my
Napster.
God. Yeah. And I put it on Plex, and then every Apple shit, I could bring Plex to anywhere and just log into it, and then
Yeah. Just log in and you can watch whatever you want. I mean, as long as you have the storage for it, you're good.
oh, I got the storage. I
How many,
Andy hook up.
how many terabytes you got?
998.
Tight fit.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's hot.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It has some wiggle room. I'll give you that.
What is that? Like $5,000 worth of hard drives?
More.
Right?
They're all
More.
SSDs. They're all SSDs.
They're all SSDs?
All of them.
Holy shit.
All
And each
Samsung.
SSD is what? Two
And
terabytes, right?
and I just want to put it out here. That's a RAID 5 configuration. So
Yeah.
whatever
It could be
you
more.
think that is, that's not. It's I don't know.
That's
A lot of drives.
Holy fuck, man. Jesus Christ. And they're all SSDs?
All of them. Doesn't make any noise.
It's a silent fucker. That's it. What about the heat? No heat?
No. It's like memory cards. No. And it's all on a Cat 8 connection. So I got the speed 40,000.
Like that.
Yeah. You said you got a bunch of DVDs too, right, Jordan? Or Blu-ray?
Oh, yes.
What's a lot? What's a lot?
A room. The one of the bedrooms, the one we stayed at last, filled that to the brim. That's about what I have.
You have that many DVDs?
Oh, yes. Oh, DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K Blu-rays.
Well, how are you
everything.
going to convert those to digital files?
I'm gonna ship them. It's just if I have to
Do you have
rip
any
those,
idea what
I'm
that's going
not
to
leaving.
cost?
Ah, it's gonna be fine. DHL, $50 at a time. If I
I
have
think
to rip them, I'm not leaving for the next 4 years until I've ripped them all. Yeah,
I'm
throw them
sorry.
out.
You're wait. Ship them? How, you said it's a room. That's got to weigh what? 3,000 pounds?
Oh, DVDs are they're
It's
not
a
really
room. I don't know
that.
how big a room is. I mean, if I filled this room up from floor to ceiling, that's got to weigh, I don't know, 2,500
Dude,
pounds.
yeah, that's a lot of
Yeah.
DVDs, dude.
Are you
Wow.
guys still using NTSC or PAL?
NTSC. We don't use PAL.
So you're screwed, Jordan.
Oh,
Not
I didn't
really.
think about that. No, because there's some. No, you can do the settings in the back end
No.
to do PAL or NTSC.
And I can still rip them there. It's just ripping them here. Keep in mind, I've looked into getting a NAS, but even over here, if you compare, I like building PCs, right? The prices over here are way higher than everything over there. So if I would buy a NAS here, it's still roughly anywhere between 300 or 400 euros more expensive than I would get the hardware over there. And then if I take the NAS with me, if I buy it here, I don't even have the power cord to get it connected in the
Well,
US.
what
So I
if
have to
you
look
buy
for
like
that.
a Synology for the time being, rip everything into
How
that, and
far?
then when
Not,
you
he's not gonna have the storage. How many DVD? How many DVDs would you say it is?
1,000?
More.
And what? Each DVD is like what? 2 gigs? No, less than that, right?
It's about 2,
No,
but it's
a
only
DVD is
720.
4.7.
They don't really do 1080p. It's very hard to get a DVD that has 1080p.
Oh,
Okay,
and,
so the
and I
Blu-rays will
think
be
I have
10.
more Blu-rays than I
Yeah,
have
Blu-ray
DVD.
you'll get 1080p and 4K.
Yeah.
I haven't seen one DVD honestly that has 1080p. Have you? Has anybody here?
No.
Well,
The,
isn't that
the
wait,
HD
HD?
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
HD is
But
1080p.
that's the dual layer ones with 9 point whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not a
HD
normal
DVDs.
DVD.
But I've never owned it. It was a that platform. Never owned
Yeah,
it.
Blu-rays. You
DVD
want to
player.
get 1080 or 4K? Just get a Blu-ray.
Mhm.
Damn, that's a lot of blue. You know how much money that is? Because each one was like what, $40, $30?
Even,
Well, I think
even if
it's
you say they're 20, bro. Even if you say they're $20, and that's a lot of money.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But if you wanted
I
to play
just-
them on a DVD player, they're region locked as well, right?
Yes.
There's ways around it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I'm saying
they
if
gave
you
them
just
to
want
me,
to
but
plug
I'd
them
be
into a
busy
DVD
forever.
player,
I can remove that lock.
I never understood the whole point of that region lock DVD thing. Like, what was the point of that?
Licensing rights. It doesn't matter. Let's say DVD is released under one company in the
Oh, okay.
state. That doesn't automatically mean it's the same company releasing it over here.
Oh, so they didn't
Has to
want to
do with-
sell somebody from the US selling something to Belgium and having. Okay, I
Yeah.
get it.
or different
Yeah.
time
Streaming.
periods, because then in some, like let's say in the States, a DVD would come out like a month earlier or something like that, and they wanted to negate the thing where you would order it in the States and then start copying and distributing the thing over here, which is kind of useless, because with the right settings you can kind of get that stuff off. So
Right.
Yep.
Oh, that's a bad deal. $10 a year, and I get 12 a night, or 12 one night. Jesus, bro.
You can't watch that all in one day. 12
I'm-
videos?
I am not gonna watch them in one day.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, the fact that they give you 12 in one night, you can't. There's not enough
But
time to watch 12.
you're not
Unless
gonna
the
tell
things
me
are
they
happening all
don't know what you're gonna do with the 12 DVDs if you get 12 of them, right?
How would they know?
Come on. Even a company that's slowly going out of business. They know.
What do they care? They're getting my $10. What do they care? Get my $10.
That's it.
How do you even make any fucking money from that?
Well,
For a
$10
year? $10 a
$10
year? How do you, even if to rent the DVD is whatever, I mean, if you get 12 in 1 month, how are you even making that money back?
Yeah, and those DVDs aren't cheap.
Because you're giving back that DVD and then somebody else is renting it over, right? So it's the same
Look,
idea
they
with
lost
Blockbuster.
$636 million last year. I don't give them long.
Ooh. Yeah, because that would be my next question. Is it original?
Chicken
one?
soup is no soup. Empty bowl. Empty
It's
bowl
going to be just
entertainment.
water.
Water
Well,
soup
that's why they
entertainment.
have. That's why they have books that have the title "Be More Positive." It's just that's why they do.
So it's positive reinforcement for them. Like, we can do it. We can do it. Just keep giving it out. Got it.
Yeah, all those titles. What to do when you lost $600 million? It's all in there. They all have a book for it for every situation.
Hands-on information, hands-on experience.
Yeah. Is it still too late to start a streaming service? All the questions are in there.
No, but they have a streaming service. They have
Should
it
I
too.
keep my streaming service?
That's nuts. That's crazy. Yeah, but Jay, that's you're assuming that you're going to go there and you're going to find movies that you like, or at least that you have.
There's a
an
lot of
interest
new
in.
movies. The Plane with Gerard Butler. Honest
Oh, yeah.
Thief. Yeah. Venom's not from me. Peppermint. Mile 22. Yeah, there's some old ones on here, but
And how far away is this place?
2 miles.
That's 5 minutes. Not even.
That's worth it. Going old school, watching DVDs again. Cool. I like it.
Where's that DVD?
I find it.
player?
I didn't know that they still existed. I know what I'm doing.
But they don't have VHSs, right? That's done. They don't.
What is
have those
4K
anymore.
UHD? Is that a DVD?
No, isn't
That's
that
a
the
4K
PS?
Blu-ray.
Isn't that the PSP version? The UHD?
UHD is Ultra HD. That's just a 4K Blu-ray.
Oh, I thought because isn't that what the PSP games were called? UHDs?
One, yeah.
That was the Ultra disc.
That's insane.
UMD was it
Oh,
called?
UMD. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Universal Media Disc, because it can contain movies, but it also had the games as well.
Right.
Yeah, games, music, and movies.
What was the initial difference between that and a mini disc? Storage? Only storage?
mini
Because
disc
that
was
looks like
square,
the same
right?
form.
The
Yeah, but it
mini
was
disc
square, but it
square.
still had the same disc in it, besides the outer
One was made by Sony.
frame around it. Both of
One
them
was
were
made
by
by-
Sony.
Oh, both were made from Sony.
Yeah, mini disc is a Sony thing. They started with it.
Maybe the mini disc, the UMD, whatever it was, that's the upgraded version of the mini disc. They're like, oh, we have this, let's use it and modify it so that way it doesn't go to the garbage.
Well, the UMDs
What was
you
it?
could only
Sony
use in the-
came up
in
with
the-
Blu-ray, right? Blu-ray was a
UMDs you
Sony
could
thing,
only
right?
use in the gaming console as well, right?
Yeah.
Nothing else.
No. But it didn't pop off. It was very, people who are
Well,
only
the
hardcore
problem-
PSPers.
Yeah, the problem is if you're gonna have to buy a movie or whatever, and it's on a UMD, and it can only fit into that gaming handheld.
Yeah.
Way back when, the quality of the screen was better than most when they came out, but it still wasn't like
Great.
Right. Well, no,
You
weren't you able to connect the PSP to a TV so then you would be able to
Yeah,
watch?
you need a weird connector though.
Yeah.
Like a weird VGA RGB jacks or RCA jacks. It was
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
And then the quality didn't improve, to be honest.
No, it stretched it out. It stretched
Yeah.
it out.
It's like watching a potato movie.
That's
Yeah,
it.
It's no good. That's no good.
The
So
pixels were
can you
as
still
big as
buy
the-
those PSPs? No.
No, they don't make them anymore.
You can still find the Vita one.
The Vita
that's-
one I have, I can't even get that thing to connect to
Same.
my internet, bro. Like,
Oh, they don't
That's a
anymore.
known issue. That's a
I've
known
got
issue.
the 3004, like the PSP, right? And the ad hoc and whatever that doesn't work
Oh,
anymore.
mine is like this big, and I
Yeah,
try
that's
to
the
connect
Vita,
it
that's
to
the
my
small one.
network, and I feel like
No.
it connects to like 1.1 or something. I can't get it connect to anything.
Doesn't work.
Internet doesn't
the-
exist. Yes, it does. Oh, mine. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does.
The only thing you can get is can't find access point.
Yeah,
That's it.
like it's.
Huh.
I,
The Vita still connects to the internet.
Yeah, but the Vita came after.
Yes.
Oh, way after. And it was a fail.
Yeah.
I think they
Failed.
both were.
Sure.
Oh,
No,
this-
the PSP.
remember the Sega one that had the little Game Gear? Remember that
The
guy?
Game Boy, yeah. With what is it? 8 AA batteries, right? Wasn't
Yo,
it 8 AA's?
yeah, that bitch was heavy. That was like holding a record player.
And it was bright as fuck.
You're gonna get fucking
Played at
ripped
night,
playing
the
that
whole room lit
shit.
up.
Forearms are jacked. What'd you do? Game Gear, lots of it.
How do you call
Oh, is that
something
what they
like
call
that?
it now? Game Gear? No. It's actually
But how do you call that portable? I mean,
back then that was portable, Matthew. Come on.
1990.
How big was the Game
Holy
Boy? Remember the
shit.
Game Boy? It was 5 times the size of your phone.
Yeah.
the gray one.
Yeah, that gray one.
He's gonna pull one out now.
Wow.
Hold on.
Still working. It doesn't connect to the internet.
It never could.
Well, then it still works fine.
I mean, what do you have now that's portable gaming aside from using your phone and a DS? Is that it?
Oh,
Yes.
no, they got the ROG Ally. That's to play
ROG.
computer games.
And then
The Switch.
the
And
Nintendo Switch.
Switch is, yeah,
Yeah.
Switch too.
Switch. Yeah, Switch. That's very
But you-
popular.
You were laughing. I still have the original gray fat Game
Same.
Boy. That thing still
Same.
works.
Of course. Why wouldn't it? Why wouldn't it? It was
Well, the
made to last
screen
back
could die.
then.
Yeah.
Okay, how many times have you
Lenovo
bought that
makes
Game
one,
Boy?
Gaming Legion handheld.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
new.
Zeus as well.
Yeah, that's the Ally, the ROG Ally.
Yeah.
What do you play on that?
You could
Yeah,
play
PC
any
game.
PC game, any game.
What's the one? The
I think
Stream
it's-
Deck? Steam
Yeah,
Deck?
that's the Valve one. That's the Valve
Valve,
one.
yeah. That was the first
That's
one.
also pretty nice.
But they're not.
They get hot.
No, they get.
Oh,
yeah,
do they?
what's the point of doing that? If I wanted to play a PC game, I'll play it on my PC. Why would I want to take it with me to go somewhere?
Well, it's not like you're gonna
Yep.
go to Walmart and wait for your mom to go shopping, and you bring your PC with you in the back of your van.
Yeah, right. But at that point, just get a Switch. Get a Nintendo Switch,
It's not the
or
same
play on your
games.
phone.
No,
or play
I would-
a game
and
on
I-
your
Not the
phone.
same games.
Because the screen on the Steam Deck is bigger and better than the screen from the Switch, I think.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, higher resolution.
just play with your phone. That's the only thing I can tell you. Why,
But
why
then
not?
what
Oh,
happens
I'm
to your
getting-
text message? You're getting shot behind a barrel. You get a text message. Uh-oh, pop, you're dead. Ah, should have brought my desktop with me.
And if you want to
With
use
a
the
rolling
joystick
chair.
or whatever, or real buttons or a joystick, you have to put your phone in one of those cases where they.
Yeah, Razer makes those. So dumb.
Still?
Yeah, they still make them. They make money off
Sony
that
makes
shit.
one. Sony's making one too for the PlayStation.
Yeah, but but you can't use it anywhere outside of your out of your house.
Sure, you can.
A Sony one.
Yeah.
I thought it could only work on your Wi-Fi.
No, it could work. Yeah,
Oh,
just
really?
use your cellular connection. Yeah, it works. Like I was able to play Diablo while Bree was getting her nails done, and I was playing it from my PlayStation, turned it on and everything.
Oh, I thought it was only like it only worked on your.
I don't know how safe that. Well, I mean, safe, whatever. I mean, you're turning on a device and playing on it from, nowhere near it. It's a little weird. But it's kind of
When
cool.
you say safe, you mean in what sense safe?
Well, that something is running and you're nowhere near. I don't know. I always think like a fire or something's going to blow up or, like you can't monitor it, versus a PlayStation. I don't know. My mind goes to the worst.
So it's like, okay, I'm sitting on my couch. If I see the if I see the PlayStation turn on fire,
unplug it.
Okay, fine. Right.
Right. Yeah, I don't know how often that happens, but my mind is I'm going to be playing. It's going to get too hot. It's going to blow up.
It's not an Xbox. It's not an Xbox.
Yeah, circle of death.
Oh yeah, nice.
This tells you not to buy an Xbox. And they have something new with their newest Xbox that had problems?
Well, this is the last version of the Xbox, right? They're not making any more, aren't they?
Yeah.
Didn't
Really?
they say that?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think they're making any more consoles. I think that's
Why?
it.
They're going full game development. There's no
Because
money.
they're not
in it,
making money.
in the
Yeah, they're
hardware.
not making money
Yeah.
on it.
So Sony's going to be the only one?
And Nintendo.
And Nintendo.
What?
Yeah, but if you're a hardcore gamer, you're not into Nintendo. Let's be real here.
Well,
I
probably
don't
the
know
bulk
about
of
that.
their
I
money-
don't know about that. They have a
You're
loyal
gonna play
fan
Call of
base,
Duty
man.
on your Switch. You're gonna play Call of Duty on your PlayStation. Come on. You're gonna play Super Mario on your Switch.
I
That
mean,
might
it
be
is
the
a valid
same thing
argument.
as
I mean, it's
Twitter.
cool. You got a little dock it goes on, and it
Right.
That
That's
may be the same thing like printers. Probably get the bulk of their money from the games you buy, not from the console itself.
So are they going to stop making games, or they're going to continue to make games?
No.
And they're going
They're
to
gonna
what?
keep
Sell
all
them
games.
to PlayStation?
Yeah.
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 NPC market, but that's
So
why they
you're
bought
saying that
Blizzard and
Forza is going to
Activision.
show up on the PlayStation market?
Right. Eventually.
Wow.
There's more
So you're
money in
saying-
selling games than the hardware.
So you're saying
That's why they bought. What was it? They bought Activision, right? Isn't that what
Activision and
Microsoft
Blizzard.
bought? Activision. Oh,
Well,
yeah,
buy a
Blizzard,
Activision
buy a
bought Blizzard,
PlayStation now.
and now they
Yeah.
bought.
So again, Matthew?
you're saying buy a PlayStation now and gotta get a 5 or something.
Yeah, well, you don't play games, do you? You
Yeah, I
do?
do.
Wouldn't
What do you
you?
play?
Wouldn't you wait to get the Pro?
Checkers?
The forbidden box.
That sounds
Tommy,
like a
you play
porno,
Backgammon.
man. That sounds like a
What?
porno. I don't
What
know.
is it you play? Forbidden Box?
The forbidden word. The no. The console with that you're just not supposed to mention.
Ooh. And what is the game you play? Forbidden what?
The console is Xbox.
Oh, the forbidden word, right? But what game do you play? That's what I'm asking you.
I've got a bunch of them. Call of Duty.
You play Call of Duty?
Would?
Yeah. But I only like the wait. There's a specification because the Call of Duties I play are the World War ones, not the modern.
Oh, the one that came out 10 years ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
Well,
we
10
don't
years.
count those. If it's longer than a decade, it doesn't exist.
It doesn't
Oh.
exist. It's not real.
okay. Driving games, first person shooters, adventure games.
You, not your son. You.
Yeah, platform games.
Now I gotta ask, what was your favorite COD?
My what?
Favorite Call of
Favorite
Duty.
Call of
Call of
Duty.
Duty.
Oh, he's into the lingo, so
I don't know. The second.
yeah, the second one is really good. The second one is really, really good.
The first
How
one.
long
The
do you
graphics.
play these? Okay, how often do you play games? Why am I just now hearing about this? I can't picture you in a Snuggie sitting on a couch with an Xbox controller, eating potato
Yeah.
chips with
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
I can actually see him with the Snuggie and the headphones on. I pwned your ass and yelling at the TV. I can see him do that.
No
Headphones?
fucking way, bro.
What headphones? I don't use headphones. It's the TV on loud.
Wait,
That's the way you
when-
do it.
Wait, does Sabrina play?
Mm.
No,
Some
but she has.
co-op.
Yeah, she does play, but she has a PlayStation.
Nice. She knows what's up. So I'm confused though. I don't. I know a lot about you. I did not know that you sit down and play games. How long do you play
neither.
games for? 10 minutes? 20 minutes? An hour?
No, I used to do it a lot more. Now it's less, but I've recently started playing the first Call of Duty again. So
Yeah.
couple of hours if I
Like
have to be fair.
online or like
No,
with?
The
Oh,
story.
just it's a storyline.
storyline. Yeah,
Yeah. It's nice.
I have the same because I have the same things on the PSP. I've got the Call of Duties on there too, and then some racing games and
I would have never guessed you to be a gamer. Never in my life. Never. If you said, "What do you think Matthew does on his free time?" Masturbate.
While gaming.
Wow.
while gaming.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. Huh.
And I used to be a PlayStation man.
And then why'd you switch
What
to
happened?
Xbox?
Because of when they went from the 2 to the 3, they weren't backwards compatible anymore.
So you said fuck them?
And at that time, I played with a friend of mine, and he had the latest Xbox. And at that point in time, it was nicer and it was better than the existing PlayStation. Went away after they came out with a new model, but I mean, and I was like, yeah, if I have to buy all my games again, I might as well switch to a console that I like better or is better at the moment. So that's when I went to Xbox.
Are you any good at gaming?
If you give me some time, yeah.
You're not like John, right? When Jordan played tanks with me, he was going in circles.
Half-Life, I used
Yeah.
to play the crap out of Half-Life and Team Fortress.
Yeah.
That's
Ever
ancient,
Counter-Strike?
ancient.
Oh, you want to go ancient, bro? I used to play Ultima Online. You can't get any more ancient than that. Ultima? Ooh.
Duke Nukem,
Yeah, dude.
The original
yeah.
Doom?
the original Doom, yeah, still have that one.
Wolfenstein, the original one.
Still have it. What are
Wolfenstein.
you playing on?
Oh, you can play it on the Xbox.
Oh, of course you can. Yeah, Xbox
Really?
sucks. Xbox sucks so much they even realized it. They said, "Fuck it, we're done."
We're done. We're done.
Like, you know what that is? I can't believe they're stopping. I did not hear that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
why
Sony's gonna be it. Sony and Nintendo.
That's it.
Wow. PlayStation's about to go up. Like
But
those sales are
but-
about to.
Xbox never really had the numbers that PlayStation ever had. No, it
Ooh,
wasn't.
with the 360? No. 360,
Oh, they did with the 360.
the 360 they did well. Yeah.
So then, what went under with the 360? What came after the 360 was the Xbox
The
One.
360, Xbox One, and they basically destroyed
he's
itself.
Spade's right.
Yeah.
46 million users on PlayStation 5, Xbox S, 360, and X is a total of 21 million. You have more people on the PlayStation 5 than all three of those combined.
Oh no, I'm saying at the time, at the time the 360 came out, it was closer. That was during PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 2. Then it was kind of tipping the scales way back when. But then Xbox One is what destroyed it because they then went on showing the console off and they promoted it with a lot of digital rights management. You couldn't. Every physical copy was linked to your account. You couldn't return it. You couldn't let another person borrow it. And then there was so much backlash, they eventually went back on it. But by the time the console was released, everyone made up their mind and they all jumped ship.
So basically, what's happening right now? Because if I download a Sony game,
Bro.
I can't let somebody else play it.
Sony owns 84% of the console gaming market. Like they are eating.
They are the Apple of video games.
7% is for Nintendo, and then the remaining is for Xbox.
Jesus Christ, 84%. You might as well just say you own all of it.
Yeah, but the best way to determine it, Jay will probably know the answer to this without even thinking about it. Name a couple of exclusive for PlayStation, do the same for Xbox.
See, but I would name the one game I want you can't get for PlayStation, Forza. It's the only
Oh yeah, but I'm just saying in general,
platform
PlayStation has a lot
specific.
more.
I can't. Is there
A
more
lot
for
more.
PlayStation?
Oh yes, God of
Is
War.
Final
Now
Fantasy
it's on
series? Did they release those on Xbox?
No.
Final Fantasy?
Final Fantasy
No.
on
PC.
Xbox?
PC.
No. They did?
It's on PC, and so I have no idea.
Oh,
if
so if
it's
it's on
now-
PC, then it's on Xbox.
Xbox
Yeah.
has Final Fantasy.
God of War. I don't know if it has it now. It's
Yeah,
on
it's on
PC.
Xbox
I know
now.
that.
It's on Xbox. It's just that who gets it first is what it really comes down to.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't believe they're dipping out of the market. I mean, I see. If Sony has 84% of the market, just sit down. It's over. It's like Rumble versus YouTube. Just.
But that's
you're not gonna-
probably what they're doing now, right? Because way back when, it was kind of a rat race, and then new
Well, then you
console
have people
from
gaming on
Sony.
computers now too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but the computer market gaming is nowhere near the console market.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
You
about
think
that.
that
Traction
you
again.
think that there's no? I think the console market is way above the computer.
Competitive? No.
Oh, competitive?
talking-
Yes, but you have more people who own a PS5 than they do a computer that's.
Yeah, but
going to
that's
play.
because the cost of getting an average decent gaming PC is way higher than a PlayStation 5.
I'm
And
trying to figure out which one has more users.
Xbox versus
PlayStation
Sony.
5.
I mean,
No,
Microsoft.
PlayStation versus PC.
Oh, PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Oh, well, that's
has to be.
difficult. That's difficult because how are you gonna gauge that? If you're talking Windows users, yeah, then Windows wins. But how do you determine they only use it for gaming?
It's actually pretty fucking close for 2024. It's 892 PlayStation, 913 PC. That's pretty fucking close.
Oh, so PC's above it.
Yeah, but as of 2023, it was the numbers were opposite. Not opposite, but 892 PC gamers, 629 million console. It's close. I mean, PlayStation's catching up, and it's probably because of cost.
I didn't think
right?
that.
And then the
I don't-
graphics on PlayStation are phenomenal. You watch me play Diablo, like those graphics are wow for what it is.
Which was probably a big thing why people are used to playing on PC, because you could have better graphics, better, faster than you could have with the
PlayStation.
gaming consoles that were out at that moment in time. Now it's not true anymore. So more people are gonna probably switch over.
Yeah, but
But
think about
most
how much
people
money you're
don't-
going to spend on a good gaming system for a PC. Like
2K for
like,
something? No, no.
Great.
If you
I'm
get a
saying
49,
great PC,
Three.
$4 grand, $5 grand.
yeah,
No, I'm
Yeah,
good.
probably.
We're talking everything.
line GPU.
A decent monitor, yeah.
No
Speed-
monitor. I'm not talking about one.
Just a gaming PC.
I'm talking about just a
3,000.
PC. Yeah,
$3,000.
$3,500, $4,000. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'll take the PlayStation, and I can play
And
everything.
for
But
what?
then you have
So
the
you could
top of the
say-
line.
right. So you could say that what you have 120 frames per second.
Well, they go higher now. They go
Way
but
high.
your eye,
Right,
but
I'm
your
saying-
eye can only see 60. So
Yeah, but
Why
you can
even bother
experience-
with more?
No.
to say you have it, that's why. 144 refresh rate at 240 frames per second. Call of Duty, yeah, but I still kick your ass on a fucking iPad. So
There you go. That's it. Doesn't matter.
I love that when a gamer's like from Blitz, you see their PC and I fucking destroy them, bro. You have a mouse and you have a controller and I still beat you with my thumbs? Oh, sit down. Oh, not good. Not good, bro. Not good. You just suck. That's all.
Well, better it won't be, but I think everyone, especially you, Jay, you're very detail orientated. You would pick it up like, okay, this is way smoother. And I think this is the issue that most people have. You made an excellent point. If you take a below average gamer and you give him incredible gear, he will perform a little better than if you give him crappy stuff. Now, if you give someone like you the best gear, he will outperform everyone.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That's why Asians are so good, because they got such quick fingers. Serious.
Small
You
fingers.
ever watch those StarCraft shit? That game's like 30 years old, and they're still, their fucking hands. Oh my God! Your woman must love you when you finger bang her. I'm saying that's a wrap. Just pop, done, out of there.
Do you think it's survival in the sense? Well, it's not gonna be the dinghy. It's got to be the fingers then. Like the same way we get better at our tongue game.
You gotta play more games. That's what you gotta do. You're just not fast enough.
Buying StarCraft,
what was that?
right
3
now.
hours? 3 hour stream. That was a good stream. I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
It went by fast. Okay. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all. We will see you next Sunday. Actually, we will see you tomorrow for after party. Bree's still warming up. Hopefully she warms up and takes more clothes off. She'll show up with just pasties tomorrow. And
we add more layers, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. All right.